And welcome everybody, welcome back, as we have the continuation of the Carson murders. So I jokingly said to the players I'm not going to remind them anything from last episode, and what they don't remember will just go up to shock. But after Ellie did the amazing ability of realistically splitting up a party in a horror movie, they all ran off to their consecutive areas to get weapons to try and defeat this, where Ellie's character was the only sane one going, let's leave. No one followed that bit of advice. Aha, Rensat sneaking into the shadows there. Dun, dun, dun. Do, 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 do. Alright, so, continuing. Effectively, they all ran off when they realized that maybe, well, I think two people realized. John Earp's character ran to the garage to try and get a tire iron.
Well, look at this! Appears you got here just in the nick of time! What does that make us? Big damn heroes, sir! Ain't we just?
Every week.
I'm gonna one of these days I'll remember to turn off sound effects just while I'm DMing. But thank you, Rabbit. Though it's appropriate, that sound effect would be really good for, you know. So, effectively, deciding the creature might be vulnerable to wrought iron, everybody darted off. Veronica, she thought everyone was leaving, so that made sense, and followed John until he got to the garage where he pulled out a tire iron. And then William, the character William, went into the house to get a fire poker made out of iron. Dean followed in as well, but not knowing exactly, but as soon as he saw what was going on, grabbed himself a nice piece of wrought iron as well from that area, and everyone came running back to the smashed greenhouse, and it wasn't there anymore. No one watched what happened, so the doors are open, and it's somewhere. And that's where we had everyone standing there in front of this greenhouse. Tell me now, what do you do?
I want to yet again ask, so how do we destroy a flesh golem?
A +1 or better weapon.
Well, I'm asking.
We run away. We go ask Betty what to do. She has a lot more experience in this.
She did mention someone that you could call and give you a number.
A reset on the beanies?
Oh yeah, reset on the beanies. I suppose I could do that. Reset the beanies.
You're only saying that because you're out of them.
Yes, I am. All right, so I want to re-roll my video game roll.
Video games. What?
Remember?
What?
So let me set up that skill.
Yes, you did. It's a knowledge, right?
Right.
Just a die 4? yeah. Just have the skill there. There
6.
you go.
Last time the challenge was a 4.
I gotcha. Oh hey, I've got to fix you, Rabbit. Your image, it's broken. Ah, there we go. Ah, we fixed it. Master be so happy for that. I have a scholarship coming. Alrighty. So yeah, in video games, they have to be hurt by a special thing, like a magic weapon. And that's all you really got. Certain effects were good against iron golems and stuff like that. Too bad you don't have...
But I'm correct that it is a flesh golem.
You think it is.
All right, then.
You think it is. I'm not saying you're correct or not. Now, funny though, if you had theological knowledge, the golem actually comes from the Hebrew.
Oh, I knew that.
So yeah, there's no sign of it. There's a lot of blood, and this thing drips blood usually, and there are some blood smears leaving the area, but it goes onto the grass by the trees.
I want to go back to the...
I want to warn you, though, it is extremely brightly lit out as it's mid-afternoon, which was a smart move. You're not checking the house out at night during the dark.
mean,
It's
I
the
really
fall.
don't want to go into those woods when it's dark outside.
How much time before the police come?
It's
It
like
was
a
an
half-
hour. Technically, an hour and a half. So no, half an hour because it was an hour and a half. No, yeah, an hour and a half. We dropped
It's
off
half an hour my time, an hour in reality.
Yes.
I want to go back to the pool and destroy the thingy that had a blood trail going into the pool. The little symbol thingy.
Yep.
I want to smash it with the iron thingy that I
You
have.
got it. If you want to do that. Now, how did you come to that conclusion, though?
I mean, they were talking about it when I came back outside of the house after I went to the bathroom. And they
'Cause-
pointed out that they had blood there. I'm trust me, this isn't the only thing I plan on doing. This is just the first.
You got it. Alrighty. So, because technically, your character, yeah, smash it. Symbols, not good. You've seen the horror movies, you know. You're going to go do that. All right. So, you go over. Lugnut's now heading off towards the jacuzzi by the pool. You have to go, because the shape of the pool, you have to go around it type of thing to go to it. I'm just going to change our little interface to the other interface. Desktop. There we go. What do I have? Oh, I see what that is. No! Before we do that, we must fix a zoom image. There we go. All right. So there we go. I brought that up. And everyone gets to see a beautiful blank screen. All right. Images. That amazing illustration. Whew. Hours of work to get this together for you guys. Just intense work to create this map for you guys. You know how tough it was to make a circle with an inner circle to make that laneway circle? Whew. Hours of work. So yeah.
So I know who to ask whenever I need a circle, right?
Oh, no. When you need a circle within a circle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Within a circle.
And you're not using Illustrator, because currently I don't have Illustrator. I've only subscribed for just Photoshop. And Adobe's got amazing products, but they don't step on each other's toes as much. I mean, if you want really good illustration stuff, guess what? Illustrator's your man. Logos, namesakes, you can make vector-based... Okay, I'll stop. It's like, yeah, this moment was brought to you by Adobe. All right, so effectively you've got the little out jut of the pool, and you've got those cheesy neoclassical Greek-like statues, the peeing cherubs and the fish and the seashells kind of, and like on the far side you've got those nice little Roman columns and all that kind of stuff on the other side, all nicely white. No blood, no smears. So Lugnut's heading towards the pool. Have you vocalized why you're heading to the pool?
Nope.
Uh-oh, give me a second.
The golem is not here. I'm just leaving and going towards the pool.
Out of character, why did you say he was named Tom?
Sorry?
In the tweet, you said his name was Tom.
Yes, that was part of the thing. Don't you remember? Yeah, that's good.
I could remind you, I have plenty of notes.
Her notes, by the way, are...
No, my character doesn't care. I
Like I
cared as a
said,
person.
at any
but I
point,
need
you
to-
might be armed with enough information to even check the true aider of all monster hunters, Google. All
We're in
right.
the middle of a panic situation. There's not a lot of
And
time.
I'm not using any of my electronical devices that would connect to a cellular tower.
For other reasons.
I don't have any professions going on here, guys. I just,
Alrighty. So, Lugnut, do you tell them? Does
Nope.
Dean say anything? Dean's just heading off, guys. He might have seen the monster or something. He's heading. He's heading with purpose, and not a pool cue, not a bridge for a pool cue, but it is that branding iron-esque type of piece of thing that's always in the log fire. Is the square piece. Maybe
Poker?
It's well, William's got the poker. Dean's got the
poker.
bridge.
He's got the cinder.
That's what it is. Yes, that's it. Yeah. And
Where are you going? We gotta get out of here.
same person in the room.
But there's evil things here.
That want
I'm-
us dead and
I'm-
we don't know how to kill them.
I'm destroying the evil thing that doesn't try to kill us.
We don't know that it doesn't try and kill us.
It's not moving.
It's
You
moving
guys can
somewhere
role play.
right
I know what he's trying to say, but so he's still heading. You're not. You're saying this as you're heading, right?
Mhm.
Does your voice get louder then as you get further from
Yes.
them? Pardon?
Yes.
All right. So he's starting to yell to you guys. Hey, I'm just going to smash this thing over here.
It's almost like he's never played a stealth video game before.
At that point, he says, "Yeah, I have," and he just crouches and starts walking everywhere in a crouch. He's like, he's given
Hold on, guys, I got a
good
bucket of-
Slavic.
put it over
What's
your head.
the term when they crouch? The Slavic crouch thing. He's got that down to a art now. You know, I know stealth crouch. All right, so
I pretty much just go, okay, I'm gonna go and find Betty, who's coming.
Wait. Betty's not coming.
No, she's not coming here. We gotta go find her so she can tell us how to deal with this. This is
Okay,
just a...
so my only issue with that is that we will leave. And someone over there, I won't mention names, over there, the pool.
He's
That's
got
been
his
touched-
own car.
Right. But he peed and he touched things. And, anyone who's ever played video games know that when you're doing something like this, you don't do that. Also, there's a bloody, creepy, Jewish Galmi thingy maybe
Jewish.
that's going to come back and possibly kill the cops. And I don't know about you, but that doesn't seem. I mean, that does make more. No, that doesn't seem.
Do you have any idea how to take it out?
First plan was to whack it with the cast iron thing.
Again, played by Nick Frost. That's William's character. William Scott is being played by Nick Frost. Everyone, there we go. Just as a reminder, so you can picture him having this conversation.
What did you ask, Ellie?
Why would that work? Bullets didn't work.
Right, but bullets are lead. This is cast iron.
But
All right, Dean, you've got to the pool. You've got to your target, the elusive tile with scratches in it, some sort of little marker that had blood run through it, and there is 3 letters in there that was figured out to be TOM or MOT if you're backwards.
no, it would have been WOT backwards, right?
No, that's upside down.
Upside down.
Then it would be
Oh.
WO half
Upside down
serif
cross.
I.
Be an upside down cross.
They're all capital.
Oh.
I want to smash it.
Okay. Roll me a die 4.
Not fighting?
No. Roll me a die 4. Roll me a die 4.
My fighting is to die for it.
Oh, hey, guess what? Hey, no. Just roll me a die 4. A 2! You chip at it. You see a little bit of a chip, all right? He's losing it. He's now smacking the hot tub, you guys. From your perspective, you're like, Veronica's like, we should get the car! And John's still quiet. He's got his shotgun fully loaded, and he's probably surveying the area as they're talking. William's going, I got it. It's iron. We can beat on it. And in the background, you just see... I was about to say James Dean smashing away.
I mean, actually, I'm fairly certain I know what he's doing. I've been contemplating about how to, unsummon it. But I'm not sure that my video game knowledge is going to solve that problem.
Alrighty, so roll me another .4. Ta! You crack it! Now, it would have been bad and expected if nothing happened, but you crack it, and then the pieces fall, and some of them clink into the emptied hot tub because there's no water in it right now. The emptied hot tub. Other pieces fly. Wherever the pieces land, they all start to bleed. The ones in the hot tub, and it's not like it's as if where the cracks are, blood's protruding. Like the nice smooth top or bottom is no blood's there, but out of the broken pieces, hey Resi! So that's 15-minute timer. Evil chuckle. Yeah, Renset's determined to add more monsters for you guys. There we go.
Why would you tell him about that?
It's no secret. I let everybody in chat know. Alrighty. So it breaks and the pieces bleed. And there's a cold chill. Like, it is the fall. But it's just as if one of them fall cold breezes just comes blowing past you.
Does it blow past all of us?
No,
or?
just you. And you can almost hear that. You almost kind of hear that for a brief few seconds.
I'm gonna have that visible shiver.
All right, so he seems to have smashed the tile and now shivering. So
I'm staring at disbelief at the moment. Like, why aren't we leaving?
So maybe somewhere out there now it's just this dead thing. It's just lying there. Who knows?
That's not how video games work, okay?
Well, you broke it, and it evidently has. There's signs that something weird happened, but you don't know if anything else has happened from that. So at this point, John.
There's also the possibility that now we have more than just one to deal with, because he broke the tile into multiple pieces.
The GM pauses. Secretly starts making notes on the side. That's a great idea. I wish I had thought of that. All right. Yes, but the only thing is they're all like evil ashes now. The little itty bitty evil ashes. You know, Evil Dead.
You said I heard like a whispering.
Yep,
in the...
just a little.
I want to yell. Did you guys hear that?
Come on, we've got to go.
There's other things that need to be destroyed. I'm gonna start walking towards the house.
He's on a rampage. The cops won't know we've been here. Shatter, smash, smash.
I've already been yelled at enough for them knowing that we're gonna be here.
So, John, you are still taking a bodyguard stance, looking for anything that moves, getting ready to shoot it type thing?
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm about thinking, maybe I'm just going to go back and stand by the car. And so I'm ready to go and these guys are done doing their stuff. But, I kind of don't want to leave them either. The bodyguard mindset, I really don't want to leave them either. So I'm just in a confusion. I think we should be going, but till we can get stubbornness to come and get in his car and leave.
It's fine.
I'm going to key your car.
Oh dear God, no. I'm immediately stopping and turning towards her.
Bravo! Oh, bravo! That was well done. I'm sorry. I'm Veronica. Oh, you have an extra beanie on me. That was brilliant. You seem to have his attention now.
While they're doing that, I look into the tree line with that notice.
At this point, you just see the Slender Man going, "Fuck, it's not me. You're looking for him." All right.
Cool.
Sorry.
You go that way. You can walk away. I don't need to deal with you.
No, just his tie and just dis. No, I'm kidding. All right, so you're watching. I also think John's watching the.
Hopefully,
is watching True Line too.
When I start walking towards her, I'm doing the whole pounding my hand with the thing.
Notice. All right. Damn it, you got a good roll on your notice. You think you might notice some bushes that have some blood spatter on them. You might be able to follow a trail through the woods if you want to go. Oh, it's just into the deep, dark woods. Oh, by the way, it's the fall, so the trees have magically transformed to something in a Tim Burton film. This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Never seen that movie.
Halloween. So
Okay.
good. It's a Halloween movie
I will
and a Christmas
make
movie.
note of it.
Oh my-
I'm gonna turn to, hey William, there is some blood on bushes over here. I think it might have went into the woods over there. I don't know if you want to check it out, but I think maybe with time going, here we might want to get a move on.
Then there is jazz. You just hear the blue Audi concept car starts playing some old-timey type of jazz music starts playing out of that car. And yes, it did get marked. Louis Armstrong, apparently, his estate noticed that was briefly played. So now all my videos are commercials for YouTube for them. All right, so no music's being added right now. But it is kind of Louis Armstrong, and it's the same song again. Oh.
I thought the only car in the garage was his NSX. Not all the other ones had been impounded.
Yeah. No, wait.
We got the one outside of the garage.
It's not Audi though, is it? Oops, I thought that was concept
my
car.
original car that was in the garage that nothing was happening while the other two cars were having effects is now playing the music that was coming from the other two cars before.
So somebody wasn't just playing that at the party?
No. Those were coming from the cars by themselves. It was kind of weird.
And it is the Louis Armstrong song, Misbehavin' is the song. Maybe a clue.
I'm just going to hold up the keys for it. The car's not even running.
Oh, you can hear the car.
Right,
It's
no one
idling.
turned
Your
off.
car is that car is now idling.
Who hot-wired my car?
What did you do again?
What?
What?
I destroyed the thingy that had blood on it. Or through it. Or whatever.
Was that a question of...
Someone was misbehaving.
I destroyed it. It burst into four or five pieces. They went flying. The rough edge of it started bleeding. And then there was this cold wind and a whisper.
Oh, you played enough video games to know that's just bad, William. Or good.
Look, we just
See, that sounds like we've progressed a step in the quest. Whether it was the right direction or the wrong direction.
Which icon color flashed? A red one or a blue one? Oh, I took the red one. Oh.
Oh, why do they always pick the red one?
I want to... Raga, where did you get the wicker thingy? Did you grab it from underneath the bed?
No, I didn't know there was anything underneath the bread.
Wait, how did you know something was under the bed? I thought you just went to the bathroom.
Well, I mean, I've already told you about the...
Dude, we already established that he lied about going to the bathroom.
Is this the conversation said out loud, right? This is...
I already told you about the shrine in the closet.
Yeah, that's where I got it.
I shiver again.
Okay, so I don't need to destroy that one because you already took part of it. Got it.
Gotta get out of here.
Are you gonna keep my car? Because I'll definitely get you out of here.
Meanwhile, we cut to Eddie Murphy going, "Smart woman, get in the car. Come on. Door's open. Come on, smart woman, get out of here."
Look, your car's already started. I'm just gonna hop in and drive to
That's
my car.
that's not the car. That's not the car I drove here.
No, she's.
I don't know how it
in
started.
Betty's
I have
car.
the keys right here.
She's in Betty's car. That's right. Betty's car is being entrusted to somebody again.
Right,
She's
Betty's
in
car
Betty's-
is
It's off the property.
It's not even
so
on the property.
I want to get going.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you're in the other. Wait, you're in Lugnut's car.
No,
Well,
they parked off the property and
So
walked
she's
on.
heading. Okay, she's heading that way. You mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's off the. Because I need to know. So effectively, on this illustration here, can I just do this cheesily? Boop. No, I can't. Oh wait, we got you on combat tracker. Party sheet. That's a party sheet.
well, guys, she's my ride. So
Yeah. So like, she's my ride.
No.
I mean, there's room in my car. There's just no extra seat.
Dragon draw.
yeah.
So effectively, I'm gonna have to put a grid on here. This grid is going to be not to any particular proper
So
scale.
your possessed car, I don't want to sit in it.
No, the other car is the one that started.
So guys,
The car,
you're
the
not
car
locked
in the garage
down.
started. The car I drove here is fine.
No, I thought the NSX was fine and didn't have anything happen to it the first time, and nothing happened to it this time.
No, he said that's the one
Alright.
that started.
Yeah, you guys are somewhere, like, the conversation is probably in this area. Well, I did make these squares way too big because, well, you guys are in around the greenhouse right now.
I imagine.
Oh man,
Where's
we gotta
that
take
door
these
to the
pieces and
greenhouse?
put them on the other one, and we can play Clue. All right, sorry.
So, quick question:
Yes,
which car started playing music?
his sports car that was in the garage, not the one he drove here in.
My sports
So
car,
his
not my
baby-
race car.
The one that he wanted to take, and then it was pointed out that'd probably be not a good idea to take it because then they just find out that he has the registration for it, and that was before he pissed and put his fingerprints all over this place. Maybe he didn't really piss though. You're starting to come to the conclusion he may not have actually pissed.
Who knows what this guy's doing?
Hey, it's fine. If they can't catch me, I can't go to jail.
So you're in the garage, I take it, Veronica. Veronica's in the
Yeah.
garage.
That's I was lending credence to my threat of keying. a
Oh,
car.
okay, because that is whereabouts his car would be. And as you do, you just notice that the car's engine is running, and that's where the music is coming from. Or is it the car he drove here in?
Well, you said the one in the garage.
Yeah, the one in the garage is not the one he drove here in. It's the one that he says was his, and he wanted to.
Which
steal
one
from
are
him.
you keying? The one I drove here, or the one
No,
that's
no, no.
been in the garage?
The one that you wanted to take.
Yeah, so
was
that's
the one-
you're in the right spot. The engine is idling. Louis Armstrong is playing, and the windows are all rolled up, and they're kind of steamy. And ain't
I've
misbehaving's
seen
playing away.
Titanic.
I bet there's a
I
black
know what's
dog
going on
in this
there.
car. You're welcome.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen,
It's
we
a
have...
different kind of flesh. I've seen Titanic.
Oh god! Then you see his bloody, skinless hand, and a blood smear down the inside of the window. Oh. Tom, there's a boat, Tom. All right, so
All right, so I'm gonna go in with her 'cause she's my ride.
she's about to take. Okay, you're going in with her, and she's going in, approaching a car. This engine is idling, with the music playing, and the windows are steamy, as if something hot and heavy is happening. in
Are
the
you
car.
sure you want to key that car?
Do you want to touch?
I'm
I'm
gonna touch my car, and I'm gonna start running towards him.
I whisper, I'm not actually gonna key it. I just need him to go.
I'm
Right,
gonna
but-
come running around the garage to stop them from keying my car.
Them? When did them become an issue?
You followed her.
Yeah, she's my ride. I said when I was following her. Before she just said we should leave. Now she's indicating that we are leaving.
I'm just gonna
Alrighty.
step over to the other car.
You got it. So,
Get in. I just go, okay, good. Look, you're here. We gotta go. Get in the
Now,
car.
Why'd you
John,
hotwire my car?
I need to know. The
That's
car
your
is
car.
north-south on this map. Are you standing by the car facing the house and the garage with the other car, or are you on the other side facing the forest?
I'm wherever the garage.
This is John. This is John. You guys are at the car, the regular car in the garage. This is John with a car outside.
Would probably be standing facing the garage and the house, because I'd be, watching what they're doing, and they're in the, over by the kind of watching what they're doing. Is like, come on, guys, let's.
Oh, it sure would be nice if we had some grenades.
That was a good use of the sound effect. All right. Sure nice if we had some grenades about now. All right. So, and there we go. It's a Cura. Yeah, it is a Cura. That's the little car that we're talking about here. His little concept car.
I believe. Is it a concept car or is it?
Well, the image originally was a hybrid production car, so production car might be, but that's just the model that we're using for his. So, that
I can
being
imagine
said,
his is jet black though.
no, it's actually blue. That car was actually a different color, and I changed it in Photoshop.
Yeah, he changed it. It was a red, and I told him a dark blue.
Okay.
Black collects too much dust. and
It would have
dark-
been better if it was Mishlof green, but
Oh, I know.
That's gonna collect even more dust and grime.
John, I need you to do an agility roll for me. As Veronica and William, the car peels from 0 to 60 out of the garage directly at John, who's going to be pinned between the car and the side, as this thing's going to T-bone the other car.
Can I shoot out the tire?
This is happening as you're sitting there talking about, this. This is like, it just, you can
Are you
shoot at the
destroying
car
both of my cars right now?
in one fell swoop. So, alrighty, agility 4. Do you wish to stick with that roll, or do you want to re-roll with a beanie? Your call.
I'll use a beanie here.
Because I'm not going to let you know if that's good enough, but
We're using a beanie on it.
you got it.
Got worse.
No problem. All right, 4. You're stunned. So if you're going to combat, you're going into combat with a shaken condition. As basically, you are able to get away from the impact, but the car spins and you get knocked. But basically, the car that's getting hit tilts and you're hit a bit and sent to the ground. So you're prone on the ground and the car just smacked into the side. That's at least $1,000 to bang that door back out again, and you don't know what the front of your concept car is going to look like. But it just happened. Yet when it hit, there was a spray of blood that squirted.
Is it really $1,000 if I do
No.
it myself?
No. But, so, John, you're on the ground, you're winded, you're sting, and guys, the car just came alive and just smashed into that.
Holy Knight Rider, Batman!
See, if the windows are
And
steamy,
all,
I
you know
don't
what?
know
The
if
worst part
somebody's
is,
in
all
there.
that came to my mind, which I don't know if anyone's going to get this, maybe, well, Renset probably, but maybe Puma. Diggum. That would have been, that was like Buck Rogers and Twinkie, Twinkie, or Tweaky, whatever his name. Doom. I thought that would just add to it, But,
If the windows are steamed up, I very well might think somebody's in my car.
mm-hmm.
I want to go open the driver door of my concept car and just grab whoever's sitting in the driver's seat.
All right. So he's now going over to the car, and he's opening the door. John, you're basically spinning this around, in a way of speaking, getting back up and dusting yourself off, and removing the shaken condition from yourself. It's like, whoa.
I'd like to
William,
run over and
you can still shoot. It happened fast. I didn't get a clear answer if you shot at the car as it went by. You probably couldn't have got a good called shot to the tire at that moment because you're like, whoa, pulling the trigger and pointing. It could have happened.
Oh, I think I'm panicking and shooting at it.
You got it. You make me a roll. Target number is still 4.
I had a feeling that nothing good was going to happen from you letting me have a car.
I'm going to use a beanie.
Why? So you don't look bad? But guess what, everybody? The man. All right. Okay, so...
Did John use 2 beanies?
Nope, he starts with 1. He's unlucky.
Oh.
I'm unlucky. I start with 2.
No.
Whereas everyone else starts with 3.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Try to use them sparingly.
So your shot goes off. You just kind of, probably because you were trying to go for the tire. You hit the asphalt by the tire, and technically, I don't think anyone's even aware that you fired your gun because of the little design of it. All they heard was like the tinking of the hammer in it, and that's about tink. But overall, the crashing of the car, the cacophony of broken glass and chunked metal. It picked up a good enough speed, but to be honest, it didn't do. It hit hard. It cracked and did some damage, but it didn't have as much room. Though it did do a lot because apparently it's got a really good 0 to 60 ratio. I'm just saying. You know, if it was longer, it would and just clunked. But it just picked up speed. So your shot goes off, and then Dean opens the door, and that's when a flood of blood just falls out of the door, as if the car had been filled with blood, and it's now all coming out, and all this blood is coming down on your legs, around. There's a lot of blood just gushing out of this car.
See, my first response is, fuck, I'm gonna have to redo the carpeting.
And my first response is, shit, let's get out of here.
And you're also starting to get that little Charleston, the little flapper dance kind of thing now going off. Da-da-dum-da-da-dum-bam-bam is now just playing as the doors open, blood's flying all over here, little party music going on. And you also notice there are ribs and bone fragments inside the blood that's gushing out of your car.
Who fucking put a dead body in my trunk? This car is not meant for that.
You also find a little bit of garments of clothing too, but they're just panties or bras that are showing up, and it looks like maybe some used condoms.
Ew.
Let's go. I'm gonna start leaving. I'm just gonna be like, come on, we can't stay here. Don't track any blood.
I mind you, I'm standing in front of a door that's gushing blood.
I'm aware of this.
Dean, I think Veronica's right. I think we
Is
need
the
to
blood warm?
Hold on, and it's like comically
Real
still spurting out of the door. It's like, hold on.
Question. Is the blood on my legs warmer than the piss that's currently coming out of me?
They're about equal, actually. So yeah, it's kind of warm blood.
Needless to say, I didn't actually take a piss earlier.
But now I did. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, for pissing his pants. Dean, here's a beanie.
Well, I mean, my car, one, is gushing blood. There's ribs in the blood, and there's garments. Somebody put a fucking dead body in my trunk. That car's not meant for that.
I think
Yeah.
somebody put
Someone put a dead body in your car. Yeah, that's what happened.
It's the shock kicking. It must be. So let's do a vote here. Veronica's idea for leaving, or would you like to stay and search the woods?
No, I'm good.
You good?
I'm up for leaving and maybe making that phone call. The person we could call.
Yep. Oh, yeah, no problem. Hey, leaving. All right, so you guys basically are heading down the long path to the car that's parked in the woods just off to the side of the house, right? Funny thing is, it's the same side of the road. No, it's not. The other guy ran to the east. Your car's parked on the west. So.
Needless to say, I can't
light
drive.
jog at least.
Yeah, light
Quick
jog.
jog.
All right. At this point, Lugnut, your shoes don't feel soggy, nor do your legs.
I'm pretty sure they probably do.
No, your shoe. Well, one shoe does. One shoe feels a little soggy, and one of your pant legs feels wet. But as you look down, there is no blood on you as you're starting to head back.
I'm not tracking blood.
Come on, we'll worry about it when we're gone.
William,
I'm
you
Do I
take
need
a
to
look.
roll a notice check?
Yeah. If you roll, you get a 2. Seriously, if you roll less than a 2, you're just oblivious.
I'm assuming that
exploding
I
dice.
can't drive either of my vehicles.
Dude, did you piss yourself?
I said I took a piss.
The blood's gone. There is no blood. Do you instinctively look behind you at the car?
Yes.
Me?
Or either of you?
Well, technically, I'm still looking at him at the car.
Oh, yeah. There's no blood under the car or anything like that. So, Veronica, place yourself. I'm going to place you. You're about here now, right? Doing a nice jog down the path, the road.
We zoom out. Oh, spinning everybody.
Spin.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Yep. And I'm picturing
It depends
All
on
of
how
you
much-
all realize that
John's.
William is spinning in space because he's freaking out and then running away like Roadrunner.
All right, so you guys are like, this is what I'm picturing. It's like you guys are like, fix that guy, would you? So you guys are like heading down that path there, but you're looking back. So you're not directly looking back at the car, but as you're looking back at him, and he goes, and you notice, and damn it, he noticed you pissed yourself. But there's no blood on him. You notice there's no blood on the car that is now backing up to be free of the other car. Radio's picking up, and it looks like it's coming to run you guys down.
I'm gonna shoot at it again.
Yep, go ahead.
Don't fucking shoot my car!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to illustrate for some reason, Veronica is running down the middle of a road with a car and Nemesis.
I'm on
Heads
the
up.
same side of the road that I came down on. On the side of the road.
Oh, the side! On the grass! You can't run as fast. The ground's a little no. It's faster to run on a road.
Like this.
You
So
shoot. You hit.
Fuck you shooting my car
Do I
for,
roll
dude?
damage for?
Why are you shooting
Yes,
a
you
gun?
can roll damage.
Well, we can't hear his gun.
Alright.
Ooh. All right.
That has an armor piercing of 1 as well.
Oh, it does? Okay. Ha-ha! All right, so the shot goes off, and you see the hit the hood of the car as it's starting to turn around, and you see a bit of blood spurt from that hole and drip out of the hole.
Why are you shooting my car?
You want to see that shot? Pull out the shotgun. Aim it to the car.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
The car just bled on you, and you're concerned that we're shooting the car.
That's my baby!
I have sad news for you. That's not your baby anymore.
That's Satan's baby.
That there is Rosemary's baby.
All right. Are you going to shoot John as well at the car, or not?
Let's say I'll point the gun at the car and say, "Tom, stop, or I'm shooting." Knowing that Tom, like,
Music stops, car idles. Veronica, you're wondering what's going on now. There's stuff going. You didn't hear a gunshot go off. You're like down here on the map now. It's like and everyone seems to be clustered. And you saw the car start to move again, and it just stopped, and it's just idling. You don't.
Come on! We need to get out of here!
And the rational point goes to... All right.
At least Tom was nice enough to stop.
I didn't name him Tom.
Somebody did.
Veronica.
What?
Is there a Tom related to the guy who lived here? He had a name.
Carlson?
Yeah, that guy.
DM quickly gets his notes out and that's lug nuts.
I don't think so. His name was James.
Yeah.
Is it
Tom-
possible
Tom-
that he had a bastard child?
Tom is the glyphs that we saw by the pool.
How are you communicating?
Exactly.
William,
I am
Yell-
yelling.
you're
I am
yelling.
Yeah.
And do you stop, turn around, and yell back, or are you doing like the little speed jog? I'm seeing this.
I'm doing like come on, we'll talk about this in the car. Like, let's...
Totally
Oh
sidetracked.
no, I'm totally.
You're moving now? Are you moving? You freeze?
Oh no.
Okay.
I am firmly planted, pointed with my pistol at the car. Because I know something almost everyone else doesn't know. It is much easier to jump out of the way of a car if you know it's coming at you.
So you're playing visual chicken
Right.
with a car. Now just
Exactly.
don't jump to the left or the right. Don't jump up. That was a Mythbusters episode. All right. All right. So you're standing there. The car's just idling. Veronica's like, deet, 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 deet. You're almost at the main area now, So you got to stand off with the car.
I can see my other car, right?
Yeah.
The one that I ran into?
Yeah.
I'm assuming I can't get in that.
Well, you can. You just have to stand between it and the car. But nicely, it's pulled back. So it did a reverse, and it turned so the front's to you, so it's now parallel with that car. So it'd have to actually reverse a bit more, and then if it would not be an instantaneous smash like we had happen there.
I want to just calmly start walking towards my other car.
All right, it revs, and you just see it kind of tilt its wheels a little bit in your direction.
Hey, stop it! Stop it!
Tom, why are you here?
I'm gonna continue walking as I'm just telling it to stop it.
Give me a second. You just hear the radio going crazy.
Is it doing the Bumblebee thing where it's flipping through stations to make a sentence?
No, it's not that cool.
Damn. I would have loved to have a Transformer.
Probably using song titles, a much more obscure way to do it.
Where do we go? Give me a second. All right, Bruce Springsteen starts to play.
What song?
Takes a while before the chorus comes. So you guys are standing here as the cops are going to be approaching, doing a little bit, waiting for the chorus, unless you're
No,
big Bruce.
I'm inching my way towards the other car as I'm
Trapped.
Like, stop it.
It's Trapped by Bruce Springsteen.
How can we help you, Tom?
The car revs. It seems to be annoyed. You hear going through the radio stations, then it just revs again.
Hey, Dean, how about you stop? If you don't kill us, we might be able to help you. Tom?
Tom pauses. The car horn starts beeping. Quick beeps and long beeps.
Morse code.
Fun fact, I don't know Morse code.
John, smarts roll for you. You can at least write down... Your character realizes...
How about a beanie?
Critical failure.
Critical failure. Sadly, John may have had the background to understand, like not understand, but Morse code with his little bit of military background and all that stuff might understand. But right now, you're just confused why the car's honking. You critical failure. You're the perfect person.
Used a beanie for him.
Oh, who did? Oh, Veronica did? Oh, okay, then Veronica used a beanie. There we go. All right. 3, 4 is you've got the message, or you got most of the message. 3 is it's Morse code, but you've started too late. You can quickly try and grab bits and pieces. It just tells you get bound. You get basically Tom is bound. And you also notice he doesn't say Tom is bound. He just says we are bound.
And we have a monster.
Side question: what's a Cenobite?
Oh no! Is a Cenobite gotten free? Is Mishlof? Oh, Cenobite might not be able to show up due to copyright reasons. Have you ever seen the movies Hellraiser?
Oh yeah.
Those are the creatures.
I have seen the first 5 minutes of the first Hellraiser.
Like a sock. Well, that's Hellraiser 2, I think. All right, so funny enough, one person has their skin removed. I think that was the second one, though. It comes off like a sock is the running joke. Is the way it looks is just, whoa, what? That's not realistic. Oh, that's horrible. But it's Hellraiser. So I shall. Now, effectively, it's kind of a dream, like a Freddy Krueger, kind of its own little parent thing in this. So, alrighty, you got 3 monsters in there now. Okay, so
4 because one started at 0.
Yeah, it started at 0.
Yeah, that's right. It starts at 0. So yeah. And all I have to do is exclamation mark horror to pick a monster. I might do it at the beginning of stream too. For that one, it'll be the monster pick. All right. So yeah, the Morse code is coming. No, we are trapped. We are held. That's all you get.
Okay, William. Tom saying we are held or we are trapped or something in Morse code. What's we? Uh-oh.
What's we? Oh, we look at Dean. Half his pants are covered in we.
Define weed, Tom.
How about this question,
Wait,
William?
we have what is we, what is weed, and Dean weed himself. That's all happening at once right now. Meanwhile, we cut to Veronica, who's at the T-junction where the estate road connects to the main little route road where your car is just around the corner. Angelin already idling for you.
Already idling for me?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm going to approach the car cautiously.
Tom, can you beep the horn? How many of you are there?
Beeps twice.
2 of you. Okay. Thank you, Tom.
Veronica, how do you approach your car? The engine seems to be idling.
Am I coming up from behind the car or from the front of the car?
Behind the car.
Okay. So I'm going to kind of like slowly come around and try to see if I can see anybody in like the driver's side of the car.
Yep. You're coming around. You see one person that's got like a little kind of a toque, kind of ski mask type thing that's kind of pulled down low. You just see that he's come from a crouch position by the steering wheel. He's suddenly looking at you in a panicked state and looks like he's about to peel away in your car.
Who's stealing a car way out here?
The streets are bad, I tell you. By the way, he isn't dressed. The individual is not dressed like a city punk kid. It looks like a punk kid, but there's like definitely flannel to be seen, and he's got that kind of rough, weathered look to his face, and not some greasy, like young, hoodlum. And there is a look of fear in his eyes too, mostly because maybe he's seeing the driver come up on his one side,
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna reach into my bag and grab my brass knuckles.
Because you didn't take the 38.
The only person here. 38. Yep. And I am going to march up to that door, grab it, and swing it open.
Alrighty. I want you to roll your agility versus this fine lad and see who's moving first. And it will almost roll inside the chat window. There we go. Oh my god, he got exploding dice! Oh wait, no, that's you! Oh my god! I thought it was him because he had a dice 6 for his agility. He got a 5. So in this case, with a 14, you clearly have this bolt of adrenaline. Because it's not really your car, it's Betty's car. And you've heard bad things have happened to Betty's car. And if she got her car stolen, you'd never hear the end of it.
I'm actually more concerned about getting away, and this is my...
So you're on that door, and the door's open before he can even get his foot onto the gas pedal. He is not...
The e-brake was on.
Pardon?
He probably didn't realize the e-brake was on. He wasn't going far.
What's that grinding noise? Boy, this car's sluggish! All right. At this point, you see that the guy looks like he's more in fear, not just from you. As you go to grab him, where you go to grab, there seems to be bloody handprints, as if someone else grabbed him on the jacket, but his hands were covered in blood. So he's freaking out. He's having this guy that is... How big would you say Veronica is?
Not very big. She's probably in like the 5'2", 5'3".
He's a good 5'10", almost 6 foot tall, right? And he's kind of a lean but strong build. But he's now kind of attacking with like a sissy, just trying to push you away. And he's panicking, and he's trying to gotta get away, gotta get away. As he's just saying that.
Get out of my car! And I just like try to.
At this point, there's a panic in the car as you start wrestling and tossing around. Betty's doily comes off the dashboard, and the little Elvis bobblehead just shakes wildly as the car starts shaking and rocking. Meanwhile, we cut to you three guys talking to a car.
So talking, I'm still trying to inch my way to the other car.
You've gotten to the other car now. You're standing there. If it wanted to be a jerk, it could open the door and smack you and pin you with the door. But that's not happening. Yet.
I want to open the door.
Now, Veronica, fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to do a fighting roll here. Target number is 6 to try and calm this guy or hold this guy or, pin this guy in the chair.
I'm trying to get him out of the car.
Well, with that, you got 6 plus a raise, which is 10. You're able to do that. You're able to grab and throw. So he's now, boom, out on the road. Because you approach the rear. That means it's parked facing the road it was driving on, so you've thrown him out onto the road. Roll me a die 6. If you roll a 1, there's a passing vehicle you just threw him into.
Just a die 6?
Just a die 6. On a 1, you hit it. Oh! On my screen, it stuck on a 1 for a second, and then the die fell over to the...
Yeah, it paused for a second.
It's like, whoa! So we have...
It was a near miss.
So you hear a vehicle go by, and the vehicle just goes by as he hits the road.
I want to slowly open the door to my car.
No, when you say my car, you say the legit car.
The one that has NOS in it.
Yep, the door is buckled. Need a strength check to try and get it open. The door seems to be jammed because of the impact. Unless you go through the passenger side and start doing the wiggle. That door's jammed. Can't get it open. And well, it's got plenty of time to do something, but it hasn't honked or done anything else yet. Actually, the engine is just quietly idling, and even the radio is just kind of on static. Like whenever it was switching around, it stopped switching around now.
So, Tom, to help you be unbound, we need to go and get more information. So, if this is an acceptable thing, honk once.
No response.
I'm gonna walk to the other side of the car
All right.
and start doing this little shimmy.
Yep. Basically, open the door and go through. Yeah.
Do you want to be unbound, Tom?
No
Again,
response.
one honk for yes.
No response.
2 honks for no.
No response. So, Veronica, the guy's on the road. He's quickly getting himself back up. What are you doing? Are you staying in the car, shutting the door, and driving and leaving him, or what?
Yeah, basically, I'm getting in the car, putting off the e-brake. It's already started, so gonna shift into drive, and I'm gonna bring it around to try and like be at the exit of the driveway.
Way down there. Not
Yeah,
gonna drive
well,
up and pick him up?
There's part of me that says yes, I should.
There's a
part of
roundabout.
me that-
You don't even have to stop. You can hit the roundabout and open the doors. Go, 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 go! And if they don't get it the first time, you can go around and go, 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 go! Sorry. And then if need be, third time, come on!
Do I
Sorry.
hear? Do I hear
All
anything
you can
that
see
might be
right
like
now...
Cops?
Pardon? Say what? Oh.
Do I hear anything that like might be like cops or anything? Do I hear sirens or anything like that?
No. And if the relief wouldn't be driving up with sirens blaring or whatever, there might be,
Yeah, but there's been several gunshots fired, so
most of them are shotgun. It is the
only ones
fall,
that
and you're in
haven't
New York
heard
State.
shotguns.
It could be quails.
I didn't actually shoot again yet, though.
The
But I'm-
shotgun has only gone off once.
Yeah,
My pistol doesn't make any noise.
yeah.
I thought it went off twice because it went off at the creature and at the door.
Yes, at the glass.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
that's
But
still,
it went
it's
off.
so far all it's
within
been
half
is
a second
actually
of
no.
each
There
other,
was
basically.
there wasn't. You didn't use your pistol. It's just been your shotgun so far. So yeah, it's just shotgun sounds.
No, I shot the ground.
But that's you have a suppressed
But
shot.
my pistol's suppressed
Yeah, exactly.
with subsonic rounds.
Yeah.
either way, I am concerned that the police could be coming sooner than anticipated because of the noise.
Yeah, you have an entire hour and 15 minutes, or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 45 minutes.
So we
but-
went up in time.
What?
When we started, we were at an hour or 30 minutes William time.
Time's become distorted with all the stress, you guys. I mean, it's all the stress, man. You can't figure it out. That's it.
So
You're able to get to your car. You're able to sit in your car, and you can start up your car if you want.
I want to start my car,
Yep, car starts up.
and I want to back up and like whip as around the other car's front as quick as possible so that it doesn't smash me again?
So you have the choice of, because you drove up, so the car's facing north. So you're effectively going to reverse. So you're going to rotate the car in front of the other car and not drive forward and around it and come back down its other side.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't want to give it a chance to smash both sides. If it's going to smash another side, it's going to be the same side.
Just so happens that you're on that side this time.
Just to let you know,
It's fine.
the alignment still feels good. The frame might have some structural damage to it, but other than that, the alignment still feels good on the tires. It's just hitting the side, you know. All right, so yeah, you're reversing. It doesn't do anything.
I'm going to stop in front of John and William and say, are you going to get in?
Meanwhile, Veronica, did you make that decision yet? Are you driving up or not? You start to see, like, you're looking up the roadway. You do see the second car is moving now. I need a notice check, please.
From me?
Yeah, for you, so you can tell exactly what's happening way down that laneway. Oh yeah, you guess that Dean is in the other car that he drove in because there's only the two standing there, and the other car is now driving, and they're not panicking with this vehicle now coming closer to them.
I have a question.
In that case, I'm going to stay there and just kind of keep an eye on the situation.
All right. At that point, the situation is that guy's now pounding on the hood of your car. Let me in! Let me in! I gotta get out of here!
I have a question.
I'm gonna kind of like pull away from him and...
No, I just pictured, for some reason, the window was still open a crack, and all you do is...
No, if the window was open, I would probably punch him.
Come on, man! You can't leave me here with that thing!
Does he say that?
Yeah.
Do I hear that?
Yeah.
Because the giant handprints on his chest weren't a good indication.
I was not concerned about those at the time.
A little clearer on his chest now, and they haven't disappeared.
Okay, I assume it's one of the kind of cars where you have to pull up the lock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I pulled the lock in the back seat.
Yep.
And
Ooh, that's talented. That actually, with that car, they were big doors. So you'd actually have to lean, and because the lock is closer to the actual, not the hinge, of course, on the other side, you have to reach over the bench seat to kind of get to the other lock. It's not a casual thing to do.
Oh, is there an automatic lock? Can I just unlock it that way?
Sadly, no one locked the back doors.
Oh, okay. Well, I just say I put it back. I say get in, and I'm holding up my the brass knuckles.
Okay, the guy gets in, and he's like, "Okay, drive. I'll pay you gas money or whatever, man. Just drive.
I'm waiting for some
What
people.
What the fuck is that? That's not normal, man. That's that guy fell into a grinder and got up and said, "Man, that was a bad day." I mean, oh god, that's just horrible.
What did you see?
Blood.
Down.
Blood, skull. You know Eddie from Van Halen? No, Iron Maiden? Yeah, Eddie from Iron Maiden.
Are you high?
I wish I was.
Okay, well,
You got anything on you right now? Could really do.
Just sit here and
Man, I
calm
wish I was
down.
in Canada now.
I'm waiting for a couple people, and then we're gonna go
Sure,
and get help.
why not? Why are they piss-potting around? Did they see it?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You've seen Eddie from Iron Maiden, right? Like that, with blood.
I
No there
haven't,
either.
but I have seen a...
Stranger in a strange land, most likely cover, not the pharaohs and the Egyptians. No, never mind.
I have seen a person walking around with no skin, so like...
Oh yeah, you just see him a lot? You from the city or something? You skin fest going on there or something?
It's
He
not
doesn't
the
shock,
first
he's
time
just-
I've seen it, but don't worry, we're ready to go.
Meanwhile, we
Just-
cut back to Dean. The car's pulled around. Do you guys just get in? The car's not honked or done anything. The car's not even moving. The car's just idling with the radio on static. Hasn't done anything for a while now.
I'm gonna see if I notice. Are the windows still fogged up and stuff on the car?
No, they look like they've been slowly clearing up. And there is no blood. There's no blood on the tarmac. There's no blood on the side of the door. Yeah, even the bullet hole is just looking like a bullet hole on metal. No blood or anything.
All right.
I have a question though, out of game. Why are we so intent on playing this shadows thing in chat every time it comes off of cooldown immediately?
Because the more things we have to look forward to, the funner it is.
By the way, Lugnut, did your camera go black and white?
I
It looks
made
like
it go
it.
black and white. There's a black and white setting on this thing.
Well, I know. I have it too. Everybody should just do it.
I'm pretty sure everyone here has it, unless
We all have the same camera, don't we?
Right now, I'm on my laptop camera.
Oh.
so Vit would be the. But yes, I made it go black and white because it fits.
It fits. Alrighty, so.
I mean, all right. So I'm going to indicate that John should get in first because I'm going to get out when we get down to the road to ride with.
Yeah, because it's only a $2
Veronica.
rubber.
Right.
And there's no backseat because he's ripped it out, so this car can
Right.
go faster. That weird blue cylinder in the middle of the driver and passenger side, though.
No, I have the NOS laying where the back seat was.
Oh, it's a bigger canister. Oh
Big
god, it's not this. Oh,
It's not the little one-time use.
you know
no.
that can blow up. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry. That's not the safe one. Just
Nope.
don't get into. Oh wow, like a side-on hit would have been really bad for that. Just for the record. Whoops.
If it would have hit the back end, yeah.
Okay, so you guys are all hopping in the car, moving in, and driving away. All right, you see them driving. Look, they're driving. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
But wait till they get out. We're gonna.
What do you mean get out? They're in the car. Why would they get out?
I'm gonna pull up directly next to her.
You notice there's
so that-
Okay, guys, you're driving up to the car, and Veronica's looking up at you guys. Oh my God, there's somebody in the back seat going to kill her. I need
driving.
notice checks, please. I need notice checks. All you notice is somebody in the back seat.
Do I need to notice check to decide that I'm going to shoot the fool?
Well,
I'm
hold
driving.
on. Oh, you're driving. The one with the gun has the good roll. You notice the person that Veronica is clearly aware of the person in the back seat and is and is like almost like annoyed that this person's in the back seat. Like, you know what I mean? So she's clearly aware, and you're the only one that has the good at leverage. Unless John wanted to take out the front windscreen right now, and that probably would not be advisable. It would deflect too much.
Alright,
And two sets of glass, it would not hit properly.
Just saying, but a gun going off in between two people's heads is not a good idea.
No. What was it? The Others or whatever? The one that was like the. They were like the other cops. Like they had the cool The Rock and all that or whatever. They were the cool hero cops, and they die in the first few minutes. And it's all about them. I think it's called The Others or something like that. Oh, John's now gone black and white. There we go. But anyways, at one point there's an explosion that goes off, and they're close enough to the explosion. Oh my God, my ears are bleeding. Why do they do that in movies? Oh, the concussion. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna throw up. Oh God, oh God. And they were a good distance from it. Oh, man. And they were just acting realistic with a concussive blast that came off. It was just, anyways, that's being said.
Okay, so as soon as he pulls up to the side, I'm going to hop out and hop into the other car.
Oh, okay. Oh, what the fuck, man? Why the fuck are they getting out of the car, man? Holy crap, man. Holy shit. Why are you getting in
I'm
the car?
assuming you're getting in the back seat next to the guy with your gun pointed at him.
Or are you going
Oh,
into
no, I'm in the front seat with my gun pointed at him.
Oh no. Pulp Fiction. No. Yes, Pulp Fiction. Don't go over any bumps, okay?
As soon as he gets in the car, I start driving.
Alright. Dude, no, the guy in the back. No, don't point that thing at me, man. Oh, God.
Shut up.
Pulp Fiction, man.
Shut up.
Pulp Fiction. Don't.
Shut up.
Okay, guys.
He's moving his head now, so he's like, oh, yeah, man.
What's your name?
Jeff.
Your name is Chef.
Jeff. Yes.
Chef. Your
Jeff.
name is Chef.
Not Czech. Jeff.
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 Chef.
Jeff?
Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff. You know,
Jeff.
like those little animated things on the computer? Jeff's?
I'm almost willing to shoot you in the kneecap for that.
You do notice there are bloody handprints on this guy's jacket as he's like panicking around there. It's kind of starting to dry and creep.
Jeff?
Are his hands dirty?
Where did
What?
Are his hands dirty?
His hands are not that dirty, no. It doesn't. Yeah, the way it doesn't. It'd be kind of awkward too. It's like, you know, I'm just gonna wipe my hands, crossing my arms like this. Just the thumbs are on the inside. All right.
Seems like a good excuse to me.
Where did you see the creature?
He basically says, down the street.
Down the street the way we're going?
Which way are you heading? East or north? Or west? Left or right on the map, you know. It's
Right,
headed east.
looking at it.
Yeah, it basically the creature left the greenhouse and went east, which is the right-hand side of the map.
Okay.
And he came from the east. And
What were
he
you doing
ran.
in the middle of the woods?
I live there? Well, I don't live there. I was heading home, which is this way, down the road. But I won't go to the town so we can report this. Who do we talk to, man?
What size is the Carson's estate lot?
I think it's 14 square acres. But it goes
What were
on
you
to
doing on the Carson estate?
It's not about me, it's about it. Let's go.
Nope. What were you doing on the Carson estate?
Meanwhile, Dean, you're unable to drive because Veronica's car is blocking the drive right now, and there seems to be a conversation going on in that car. But
Oh,
so,
No. Once I got in the car, she started driving.
oh, she did. Okay, all right. So she's going. You guys are just you're in theory heading. If you had turned around to come to the driveway, you're facing east. So are you driving east?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. All right.
The goal is to head towards Betty's.
No. The other way. Other way. You turn. Don't go that way. That's where I came from.
No. What were you doing on the Carson estate?
Hunting quail.
Where's your gun?
With the quail.
Where are the quail?
Back in the woods. I won't go there.
Why were you hunting quail on the Carson estate? It's
Because
kind
they
of
like to
illegal.
hang out on their estate.
Do you have permission?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you don't.
It's not about me. It's about the thing. Don't go east. Go. So do you U-turn or do you continue driving east?
It depends. What way is it towards Betty's?
East.
And I continue that way.
Oh man. Put the gun up the front. You're going to have to shoot it. I know.
Alright, so I'm going to pull out my phone.
Alright.
I'm going to tell him that if my phone call is interrupted by his stupid shenanigans, he's going to lose it too. Do you understand?
The toe thing. Is that going to be a selective choice or just a random
Nope,
comment?
I'm just going to pick one.
But toes. Not fingers?
Don't make me make it. Okay, now it's going to be your kneecap.
Okay, that makes sense.
So shut up. So I'm going to call the guy in London.
It's the middle of the afternoon. It's gonna be the middle of the night for him.
Oh, I
Right.
know.
Ring. Walker Investigations, London.
Wow. That was... Weren't you sleeping?
No. It's nighttime.
No.
But you know when we get our
Only
most...
10 p.m.
Do you know when we get most of our calls?
Right, that doesn't surprise me. Right, so,
Who is this?
this is, William?
That sounded like you just made that name up.
It does, doesn't it? But it's actually my name.
All right, William. Are you a Yank?
I am American, if that's what you're asking.
Are you a tourist's experience? Oh, it's long distance.
Yeah.
The phone
Betty
line
told me
seems
to call you.
The phone number I do not recognize, but it's... who called? Sorry, hello, say again?
Betty told us to call you if we needed help.
Oh, crap, you're the new guys.
Yeah.
William Scott, is it?
Yes.
I always thought it was a little bit like Montgomery Scott, if you ask me, which is a great character.
Yeah.
So, what's up?
So, possibly a
Veronica,
a
I
flesh
need you to do
column?
a driving check, and if you don't have it, it'll be basically just an unskilled check right now, as effectively it steps out of the lines with a knife right in front of the car. You swerve.
The flesh column has a knife now?
Yep.
What
No, I
happened?
say that on the phone.
Okay. Flesh Golem. Interesting. Flesh Golem's a knife now? So you swerve. If you actually got a 4 or better, you were close. You could actually have had the choice to continue driving or swerve. But right now, you're swerving. Odd even.
I'm following her from a safe distance. Do I see her move?
Are you driving with at least 3 chevrons distance between you and the other car?
3 chevrons?
Okay.
Fine chevron.
The little angly arrow-like strips that you get in multiples on the road. Alrighty, so Odd...
Do I see why she swerved?
Give me a second. We're going to see how she swerves. Odd, you swerve left, which would be into the grounds, the grass. Right, even, you'll be swerving into oncoming traffic.
So D6?
Yep, odd, trees, even. Ah, yay! Into the tree line! Roll me another die 6. If you roll odd, there was a car coming on the other way. Ah, there wasn't a car. So, okay, she swerves and drives off onto the grassy side, and you see mostly just a dark crimson with a glint of metal. Do you continue driving? Do you put your foot to the pedal?
John, hold on to something.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit the nos.
Do you have a driving skill? Why,
Yes.
yes you do. Why don't you make me a driving roll? See how well you hit. You rev at the right moment to make sure he goes under, not over. So you, first off, I need a recovery roll for your driving, or just the unskilled roll, to recover. Guys, look what you just defeated in Shadow.
Oh, mission solved! We did it!
You put him in a factory, no less. Okay.
Who would have guessed it ended in a bloodbath?
Alright, you swerve and you've smacked into some tree and little stump thing, and it didn't feel good when the car hit it. But you've now stopped thanks to objects. Now, William, I need you to roll an agility roll. You need a 4, or the gunshot goes off. Okay.
Okay.
No. You figure almost the trigger. As you shake around, he shakes around. He's doing like the
I
airport.
can only imagine the guy first thought again is Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. No, technically, if you hold the pistol correctly, that won't happen. You know, finger on the
I am
outside.
holding it correctly.
Pardon? Oh yeah.
I am holding it correctly.
Apparently, with the 4, proved that. Yeah. All right, so you've smacked into something, How bad it is, you don't know yet. You can try and reverse or whatever going on, but this is happening, and then we just, as you're like that and you're looking back, you just notice Lugnut's, Dean's little hatchback, boom! It just goes, and even though it ironically, it's probably a shock for you to see, even though the thing that was hit was a shock just to see in general. But, and it went under, and you saw the car bump, and you guys, oh, man. And you actually see kind of a little skid of the tire a little bit as it kind of turns, but he kind of compensates with his driving roll. So it kind of did a little wiggle on something, and skids. This thing loves blood, so blood just goes flying and just lying on the ground. Was your bumper chrome or wrought iron? Sorry. I'm sorry. All right, and of course, thanks to the nature of NOS, you don't really have a say in the matter. You're several thousand feet down the road now, in those few seconds. And are you going to go with it or try and stop your car early?
No, I'm gonna. I mean, I hit it so that I get the boost of speed.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I hit the thing, I turned it back off, and I'm just letting it slow down.
Okay, that is what I'm saying. You're letting it slow.
I'm not fighting it. I know better.
Then no other dice rolls
better.
needed. Yeah. Oh, you get to see the car do a little jackrabbit. All right. So you're just letting it ride. So he's clearly gone down the street. All right, William, you swerved off the road for some reason. You're facing back. So you suddenly see why you swerved, and then you see it get hit. It gets plastered. It goes under. And it's just lying there. What do you do now?
So we just hit it with a car, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get up in a second. What the hell do we do?
Oh, you might not be fighting a flesh golem. If you were to hit it, it would probably be like a giant deer in a road with a ill-treated Chevette. The thing would probably still be standing, and the car would be totaled. So I don't think it's a flesh golem.
Okay, so what is it?
Something that's not a flesh golem, from my point of view.
Fabulous, thanks. So
Is
it's
that,
like...
Oh, you've got the burner phone, so it doesn't have a camera.
Technically, this is...
Have you taken any pictures of it? At this point, it's now starting to get back up, guys.
I do know that when I looked through my night vision goggles, I couldn't see it.
Ooh, does not respond. There are a lot of phantoms. It could... Have you experienced any type of illusions or misdemeanors that were one thing you thought you saw, but then it wasn't? The reason it might not be showing, it could be a wraith, a phantom, or a species that basically...
I did see blood, and then I saw blood disappear.
It might not have a proper corporeal form. That does limit it. And what did you say? It's a flesh golem. What makes you think it's a flesh golem? It's now getting up, and it's just pausing. Veronica, do you want to do a drive roll? You're going to need a 6 to get out of the stick situation without getting out of the car. Like you're trying to shimmy your car off of something. Betty's car is a good old rear wheel drive. Betty's car has just gotten damaged again. She was in the original. She had her own, in the original, not properly formed up group. You know the invite's always there if you want to join up with this team on Tuesday nights. Just to let you know, Okay, car skidding on something. It basically, the wheels are spinning behind you. You can hear them kind of revving on something, and your car seems to be hooked on something. You're seeing a bit of a tree branch kind of moving. You think there's a felled tree or something that the car's kind of just hooked up on now.
I'm gonna yell at the guy in the back of the car and be like, "Go get that out of the car!"
Oh hell no! You know what happens in a horror movie? He's getting back up.
It's you and me.
So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hand my phone to her.
Yeah.
Jump out the door. Just put a few shots into him and start running.
Just because he's not going to jump out and do the car, that's a little extreme.
The
The
fleshless
thing.
man.
Okay. Actually, skinless. I think I made a mistake all these years and just noticed it now when I called it a fleshless man, because a fleshless man would really just be a skeleton.
Right, you're right.
So I made his typo,
Skinless
but I
man.
just realized now it's supposed to be Skinless Man, but you know. Yes, he is. Alrighty. So you hop out and put a couple shots. Target number 4.
Alright.
He's not engaged in that. Is he still a gun bunny? Actually, William Scott's character is being played by. If I just can I zoom in? William Scott's character is being played by the lovable Nick Frost, who's living in his parents' basement, but he's also a cat burglar at night, and knows his video games. Our driver is Dean. Don't think too much into it, as we have the face icon of, Dean. And of course, there's our bodyguard, failed bodyguard, because his client was killed by this thing. And Veronica, played by model number 47, Noir. That's all the JPEG said. All right, now. Alrighty. Yeah, alrighty. And he is very much a gun bunny. Yes. Because Vit Rabbit was the character that you had when you were doing, you guys, and I think Liz.
I'm not really a gun bunny this time. I've picked up a gun because of the events that happened in first episode.
All right, and Gabe.
It just so happens that the gun you picked up is.
All right, he's doing that whole walk into war. He's got the way he got himself up from being ran over is he's literally just done the whole upper torso sits up first, and you heard the cracking of the bones, the spine, all that stuff. That stuff was being popped back into place. And he just kind of sits up and then cracks his neck as he's looking at you. He's getting himself up. Both shots hit, and they hit center mass, and just the body just kind of just things, and he continues getting himself up.
And I start moving down the road away from the car.
Okay, so apparently, Veronica, he didn't hop out to help you get the car free. He just hopped out, shot, and continued going. What do you do now? The other guy is cowering, hugging his knees in the back seat, going, "Oh man, I know I should have moved to Canada. I know I should have moved to Canada. I know I should have moved to Canada."
Have I slowed down yet?
You have slowed down, but it's going to be a couple of rounds to come back again.
I'm shifting into reverse and driving backwards.
How far away would you say he is? Like, he's still getting up, but how far away?
Oh, he is car length by. He's about 3 car. That's about a 15-foot long car. So he's about 35. He's about 2, 3. He's about 60 feet. He's about 60 feet away.
I'm going to hop out of the car and check the front to see if I can get the car unstuck.
Yep. Okay, you're hopping out the road. What you doing? What you doing? What you gonna do, man? It's from Jeff in the back.
Ignore him.
Yep. You got it.
Don't forget you have my phone.
I do have your phone.
Yeah, he handed you the phone for some reason.
You're on the line with London, by the way.
You left. You didn't tell her that. So you were handed a phone. It's still.
I know he was on the phone with.
Oh yeah, he was talking. Yeah, he was talking. So yeah, okay. So yeah, you are clear on that. Yes, it's so. Hello? Hello?
I pretty much pick up the phone and go, 1 minute dealing with something.
Oh, yes. Do you want me to call back?
No, stay on the line.
I'm recording this, too, just in case you die. At least I'll try to decipher what's happening. Please don't die, though. It makes it a lot easier if I can talk to you afterwards.
Catching that there, I just basically narrate everything that I'm doing. I'm trying to get I crashed the car, trying to get it unstuck. Flesh golem thing.
Where's William? Couldn't William be helping you?
I'm not listening to the phone. I'm just talking into the microphone.
Hello. Albatross.
I see the
you hear Albatross being yelled. Albatross.
I'm a little bit busy right now.
Oh, good. Just making sure you weren't entranced by any type of illusion or magic. Yelling Albatross is a good way to snap you out of it.
I'm literally narrating what I'm doing. So I'm looking for something that the car might be stuck on.
I do believe you're in shock, dear. All right, I'm going to need you to get a strength roll for you. Target number will be 6, as you're literally trying to lift a bit of the car for you on the front, which is not as heavy as you might think. Then again, this is a car from the 80s, which is pure iron with no such thing as a...
What?
Oh my god! Adrenaline is kicking in! You're able to kind of just wedge and get that one piece of wood out. At this point, Good Boy is standing up. He's now looking at you. He's got the knife in the hand. He just starts to walk towards you and... BAM! Roll your driving roll again, please.
Me?
No, Dean.
Okay.
He's like, you're looking back and he's getting up, he's looking, and then the car just drives. Ooh.
I wasn't trying to hit him.
Oh, I thought you were.
No.
Oh.
I'm backing up.
Oh, then no need
So
for the
that
drive
they can-
roll. I thought it was going to be very comedic, and he's like...
I'm not doing one of the whole just keep driving over him bits.
Okay, so I'm not running away. I'm trying to get the guy's attention to draw him away from the car while she fixes it.
No problem. Yeah. I know, you're running. He doesn't seem to go after you. You shot him twice in the chest. He doesn't seem to care. And he's looking at Veronica. He doesn't seem to care. He's still moving towards the car. Lugnut, so you drive up. Your Dean drives backwards then. And
I'm driving backwards until I see one of them.
William, he's the one running towards you, it seems.
Yeah.
My God, is he leaving her behind? Oh, I was running to distract him. It didn't work, though.
No, I wanna just pull up enough and say, are we going?
The car's kind of stuck.
Veronica, he's now walking towards the car. You've got the thing unstuck, but he is coming up towards the car. His gaunt face, his gaunt skinless face, and the eyes in those little eye sockets aren't focused on you. They're focused on the guy in the back seat.
I understand that. I get in the car and I start trying to pull out and get back on the road.
Alrighty. A notice check. No, smarts check. Smarts check for you, Veronica. A smarts check.
Smarts. I'm gonna use a beanie.
Okay.
That was not better.
Nope. We'll stick with the 3
I'm
then.
going to use a beanie for her.
Okay. Go ahead.
Only
4.
marginally.
Something's odd, but right now in this moment of stress, you can't put your finger on it. You've kind of done a little mental bookmark to come back to this moment, but right now you want to get out of here. Is more of your main thought, right? So something's a bit odd as he's coming up to the door to go for the guy. That's all I'm going to say. And you drive?
Yep. Yeah, I drive. I try to get close to Will.
Yep.
So that I can.
Well, he's actually close to the other car at this point. So first off, give me a driving roll. Just the unskilled. Just because this is not a normal, you're trying to... Okay, the car is skidding now. The rear tire had kicked up so much of this muddy thing that now the rear tire is starting to skid as it's going backwards. You're not really hooked up on something. Just get another roll on that one. Oh, there we go. You're up and out as you see that this person was going to just force and smash at the glass of the side.
Do I see where he was going for?
Yep.
So he was going for the back seat.
Yep, he was going for the back seat.
Oh, he's definitely going after the guy behind us. Is probably his name is in that book that I don't think I know about entirely.
And boom, she's driving. She's heading down the road now. So William, you got to Dean. You see that they're coming up. William, you are got a choice. Or you could jump in the crowded car, or just see she's coming up now.
I'm gonna get back in that car.
By the way, he doesn't do the stupid running man after the car. He just sees the car driving away, and just stands there. And then slowly starts to move back into the road. I mean, the trees at the side.
We just killed a flesh licker. all the flesh things we're killing today.
Flesh liquor and a skinless man.
All right, so this
Aw,
time
that's a match made in
I'm
hell.
actually going to get in the back seat and tell the other guy to scoot over.
All right, man. Don't mind the stain.
Name.
Jeff.
Full name.
Armstrong. Nope. Jeff Armstrong is not in the book.
What's your real name?
Jeff Armstrong?
Is Jeff Armstrong your name if you didn't have a kneecap anymore?
No, it'd be Jeff Righty Armstrong. Sorry, I had to make a joke. I'm just sorry.
So why was the zombie going after you?
I don't know. I'm an Iron Maiden fan.
Nope. Try again.
No, I am an Iron Maiden
Why
fan.
were you
I'm
on
describing what's
the
going on.
Carson
You guys are driving now? It seems to be
estate?
pretty... What? I don't... What? What? Say what?
Why were you on the Carson estate? And why is the flesh thing after you?
I'm hunting quail illegally. Man, that's bad enough. I didn't even have a hunting
Okay,
license.
so I don't know about you, but that's normally a police thing. Or, you
What?
know, the hunting police people.
I
Not a
don't
flesh
hunt
thing.
police.
I understand.
Unfortunately, Lugnut, we're not in the car with them.
I know.
So far, guys, you're driving pretty good. As you're getting closer to town, you do notice there's a couple of people that kind of glance as your car goes by. You see one person just getting their phone out for a little bit.
Wait. You're telling me a town out near the middle of nowhere, and they're looking at me weird because I have a junker.
No, they're looking at you weird because there's blood all over your car.
Yes. You hit a guy that is known to leave a lot of blood, quite physically.
Well, I mean, normally the blood goes away.
And your windshield wipers just smear the little spatterings on the screen, really, and they haven't gone away yet. So as you're driving into the small little, there's a little gas station and the little, little area, and not necessarily the crime scene from earlier, because that'd be really bad. Passing a crime scene with a car that's got blood on it. And, hi, how you doing? But
Do I notice those people?
basically, you see one of the persons pick up a phone and seems to be talking into her phone as you're in this small little area now, and there's a few little people.
I take an alternate route, just like I make a minor, just not be going the same way that car is.
Jeff Armstrong, man. Helix, how are you? 3. How are you? All right, so Lugnut, does Dean continue driving? Does he start to go Grand Theft Auto 2? What was the first one for the PlayStation?
Grand Theft Auto 3.
3. It was 3 that was for the PlayStation.
PlayStation 1. GTA was on the PlayStation 1, and GTA London. But like Grand Theft Auto 3 was the PS2 one.
I was just alluding to the little paint shop that you disappear into you drive, but maybe a car wash or something. I don't know.
He's probably got one of those buttons that you push and the license plate flips.
No. If William gets enough money, his car will probably have that.
No, I'm probably going to gonna go to the area where I race. Because they have a shop.
All right. So you're heading off to... Is that where you're going to head off to?
I am, yeah.
All right, no problem. John, she's not heading back to New York.
Where are you headed, Dean?
And you're taking an alternate route, so you're unaware of his diversion. So anyways, in other ways, Dean and John, for a moment, you guys are heading off for a cutscene a little later on. We're going to focus with William, Veronica, and Jeff, just like the animated
Also,
computer thingy.
I'm going to ask on the phone,
yes,
why this skinless man would go after someone...
Is it a skinless man?
I don't know, it had no skin.
Ergo,
bleeding
why did
everywhere.
you say it was a flesh golem then? They have skin. This is if it is a skinless man, that is an apparition like.
All right, look. Yesterday I was a burglar. Okay.
Wait, what?
I just play video games.
I was a bird. Wait, what? From Veronica. That was the best. What?
Why don't you just pay attention to driving and not running us into a tree again?
Ow.
So I'm so sorry that I picked the wrong name for the thing.
It's very important. I mean, if you were attacking a werewolf or a wolf were, it's very wise to know which is which. Because you might bring silver to a wolf were, and you're totally screwed.
What?
Exactly.
The
I
fuck?
thought you played video games.
I do. Apparently
them
not
off?
the right ones.
Anyways, point being, if it's a skinless man, I think there's a thing for that. I don't have my books with me, but I would invest in looking at skinless man and any other clues you might have.
Okay, the whole point was that we could call you for help.
I'm helping the best I can.
If I was supposed to Google something, I could have just Googled something rather than calling you.
He just pauses. Well, first off, don't place the blame on me. It is almost 10 o'clock here. At night, I'm working late in the office. I'm taking your call, and now you're all hostile and aggressive towards me. I could just hang up and let you Google to your heart's content. But I'm a nice man, and I want to help you guys. We need more people that are of a certain determination to continue this line of work.
Okay.
So, tell me what you know so far. Oh God, it's William. Who specified his character had the worst notes taking ever.
Alright, so there was
Not
this...
quite. John hasn't taken any notes.
There's
Shotgun
this
works,
shrine.
briefly.
There was a shrine in this closet. It was hidden. There was a wicker thing and the
Describe the wicker thing.
There was a wicker thing.
Describe it.
I throw my bag at you.
Back out the bag.
Ow! Alright, so I described the wicker thing. What does the wicker thing look like?
Is there any feathers or any little hangy danglies? You said it's circular, but it's not a complex web-like pattern. It seems to have some sort of a symbol to it. It does. It has it has done with some sort of sinew, kind of like it's almost like fishing line or guitar string or something. It's some tight sinew, but
There's
it's not.
some sort of like guitar string thingy.
And it's in the shape of a roll of dice 6. It's either a pentacle or a pentagram, but then again, it looks like a star or it looks like a devil symbol. The way you're holding it, it's a pentagram. An upside-down evil devil star from
I mean,
video
it
games.
could be a pentagram, but you never know how you're supposed to orient these things.
So it's got a 5-pointed star in it. Interesting. It's part of an
Also,
said.
there was this circular wicker thing underneath the bed.
Sorry, what?
Do I notice him
Another
saying
wicker
that?
Yeah.
thing underneath
Oh,
the
you can
bed.
hear what's going on.
I pass him my phone and say, go through my photos. Because I do have pictures of the shrine. I took pictures
This
of everything.
is not
in
my
that room.
job.
So
Why am
here we
I
go.
doing-
In the back seat, we have. He's got the one phone there. He's got the backpack here, looking at the item. Now there's a phone, and he's trying to work with the one phone. And apparently, it's gone to the screensaver, so she has to put her little swiping password on it.
Oh, my phone's not that good.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. It's not that good. Oh, okay, yeah. That's right. Is that blood crusting I see on the edge? Okay. All right.
I even keep the gallery button.
Apparently, it was pointing upwards, and he says, "Okay, so it was a pentacle."
Also, I have this guy in the car that the thing was going after.
Okay,
You could also describe
it
the
wasn't
whole
going after you.
No. I tried to distract it to come away from the car while they fixed the problem, but it was totally going after this guy, and he says he was hunting quail.
Hunting quail? Aren't they out of season for hunting in the States?
I don't know when you hunt quail. When do you hunt quail?
Well, usually it's in September, and the licenses are anyways.
He did say he didn't have a license.
He was hunting without a license? In the States? That's the death penalty, isn't it?
No, it's not that bad.
Sorry, I was making fun. Trying to make light of a situation that's clearly high.
Seemed like a good time for that.
Well, yes, humor is a good way to deter stress. That's why I made a joke earlier about my name. Comes from Jeff. Right. So, is it the first time you've engaged it? Has it come at you before? How many times have you encountered this thing?
Okay, so I've seen it fought once. It took a shotgun shell to the chest, and it hit the ground and then got back up.
I would suggest not using lead-based projectiles if you've shot it several times.
That. We think we need cast iron, but we don't have any of those at the moment.
Why did you think that conclusion?
Well, you see, there was this greenhouse that it was trapped in.
But that's glass.
That's at the crossbars and stuff that hold the glass? That was made of cast iron.
Oh, interesting. So it was in there, was it?
Yes.
Was the door shut?
Yes.
How could it have gotten in there if it has a thing against wrought iron?
See, here's the thing I don't understand. Because it wasn't locked. So we went in, but then the door locked behind us, but then the lock had something in it, and that's not how it works, because that's not how locks work. And if there was something in the lock, then it couldn't have locked in the first place. That doesn't make any sense. I just play video games, I swear.
Have you physically touched this person? Is it actually a physical thing, or just an apparition of the mind?
I don't want to touch it.
Bad touch.
Have not touched it, no.
Very interesting. I'm going through notes now as we speak.
But I'm looking at this guy's Did he touch you?
Yeah, man.
It touched him. He's got bloody hand marks on his shirt.
They haven't gone away?
Has the bloody hand marks gone away? No.
Have you seen anything? I asked a question earlier, so it is now relevant. Have you seen any? Hold on. Did your character say that you had seen something illusion-like or not? No, I don't.
Yes.
Yes, you did. Okay, and you did say, "All right, that's an inconsistency."
Also, there's a Tom that is bound with something else.
Wait, what?
Tom might be a name.
Tom might be a name. Okay, interesting. How did you... Okay, one thought at a time. So, the inconsistency here is you're describing one thing that seems to be physically bound, yet you're also describing things that are not physically bound.
Okay, so let me explain this. There are crazy things happening.
Did you really need to say that many crazies? It's not like we're buying for time or anything, and a commercial break is due.
Crazy.
And with that note, everybody, with that many crazies, we're going to take a quick 5 or 10 minutes. What do you guys need?
5 should be fun.
Or is it okay? Because we're at the half mark, I think, right now. Yeah. So just a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be back, guys. The little stretch your legs, go to the washrooms. Yeah, it's around quail hunting time. Alrighty, and we will be back in just a bit, guys. Where's my buttons? I lost my buttons. let me turn on my mic and do a transition here. We are officially back. There we go. Alrighty, so, yes. He's confused. He's looking up some stuffs. And you had made the comment about...
Actually,
sorry.
we were still talking.
Yeah, exactly. So please continue with no more...
Crazy.
Yeah. So what was the crazy?
So there's two different things going on, I think.
Different?
Yes.
Two different things.
Right.
Go
I think
on.
two people or entities are bound. And then there's that skinless man who was in the greenhouse and kind of locked into it, and he absorbed the life out of everything.
Ooh, well, depends. Certain things need substitutes to keep them going. And if they're there longer than they should be, they will start taking from the environment. It's nice that plants are taken and not human lives.
The other thing was the illusions. The bound things. Like they take control of cars and start playing jazz.
Whoa! Hold on. Have you ever read a book by Stephen King called Christine?
Nope.
Oh, beautiful book. Just don't run down the middle of roads.
Everyone's running down the middle of the roads today, dude. I can't stop that.
Seriously, I'm just...
I don't know. It's like when people run away from trains. You're supposed to run in a diagonal line away from the train, but no one listens. Video games, guys. Video games. That's really where I get all this information from.
Anyway, so that being said, all right, no, he is quite familiar with the other type of entity, which is a little tougher to deal with. That one would have some sort of a binding... Oh, the wicker thing. The wicker thing you had.
Yes.
That could be a fetish that is a bound, because that thing is a spirit. That thing can... It's kind of like a gremlin, though there are physical forms of a gremlin.
Right, but why is it going after this guy?
Well, it can be bound by something like what you described. That star one doesn't sound like normal. Normally, it might have some sort of bone work and all that stuff in it. And that type of thing could be a spot that helps bind it to a location. And if you wanted it to haunt or cause problems, you would just leave its link there. It can't do anything about it. And it would then haunt the area that it's been put at.
So you're saying it's haunting the car, not the guy in the car?
It has the means of going into cars, televisions, blenders.
He's referring to the possession.
So you're saying that I'm carrying the bound people with me?
If that is it, then yes, that means it can go wherever you're going with that thing, and I would suggest breaking it. But hold on. You said that this was above this was a shrine, though.
Yes.
And this has no worked bone in it, and it's not a day. It's not. You are familiar with the Native American dream catchers. It doesn't look like one of those, and not the ones with the gaudy fake pink feathers hanging from them and little beads stuck on them. That was not the way they were done.
I mean, it could be a dream catcher.
You described half the things missing for it. Don't go has. It doesn't. No feathers. There's no little. And it would be more of a spider web or a mesh to help catch the bad.
There was another one though that was a circle with like
another one,
a helmet or a skull or something underneath the bed or something.
Then that must be it. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Puma.
I never mentioned that to anybody.
Yeah, you did. Well, you were talking about it.
He didn't mention
I didn't mention what it looked like.
Yeah, he didn't.
After we were leaving, I said, "Is that the one from underneath the bed?"
So he mentioned there was one under the bed, but that's all.
Nobody knew about it until we were leaving.
Yeah. So your character wouldn't know that knowledge. So yes. So that being said, it could be. But you said it was attached to a shrine. His suggestion to you is you've already broken apart the shrine. Destroy that element, and if that is the fetter that the spirit is attached to, then that spirit is most likely free to go its
right.
own
Well,
course.
I do know that there's at least another thing that's underneath the bed. So if I don't break this, does that mean it could be that thing?
Yes, definitely. If one's an obvious shrine, then the other one's under a bed. Under a bed. Oh, is there any type of spiteful relationships going on in that situation?
They're all dead.
So there was. He doesn't care about the fact that they're all dead. He's like,
There
yeah, whatever,
was.
they're all dead.
But not anymore because they're dead. Also, that thing killed that
Ask
guy
your
on his
friend if he's ever ask your friend if he's in a relationship.
Jiff.
No, it's yes, Jeff.
Sure. Armstrong.
Yes.
Are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Did you cheat?
No.
Oh yeah, that's the face I believe. I think he cheated.
Yes. So I think that this is based on adultery. Smarts check. Five. Louis Armstrong's song "Misbehavin'" is about a cheating couple.
Ah. So
Veronica was fired.
No.
What?
Could Tom be the one the wife slept with, and the other person the one the woman slept with, or the dude slept with?
You're getting bits and pieces now. So adultery, skinless, a name Tom. You've got a lot of things armed.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna on my portable computer.
You have the good phone. Oh,
No,
you actually have the
I
computer.
bought a-
You have the laptop. Yeah.
No. I have a laptop Surface Pro that I paid twice the amount of money for. With the Wi-Fi.
Roll me a die 6. No connection out here. God dang it! A 6. Holy crap! Somebody's got cable and and no password, idiot. With a 6.
What a dumbass.
Dumbass. Oh, Carson is that's the name of the. No, okay. So, are you doing a search then?
I am.
Alrighty. So, meanwhile, Dean, we get back to you at the shop. At this point, the shop's closed, and you're doing your little knock on the door, and then you know, Smugs. That's what he goes by, the name Smugs. It's like saying you got an ugly mug. That's a smug.
Oh, sorry. Carry on.
The pumpkin cam.
The pumpkin cam, yes, and that's the name of the cat. If you're confused, I don't see a pumpkin. That's the name of the cat. So yes, he and Smugs is kind of going. What up, Dean? Then he's kind of peeking around. Holy fuck, man! You hit a deer?
No.
Oh shit! You hit a doe.
No.
A person?
Closer, but no.
Man, you should find a shop to fix that up.
Why the fuck do you think I came here?
It's late, man. Give me a second. I just got my boxes on. Jeez. You know, there's still bad blood between you, Dean. You know, you and, the old man. You still owe him for that race where you lost your car. He doesn't even believe you lost your car on that one. You never lose. That's what he said.
I figured out why I lost.
Oh, I'm sure that's going to make the old man not want to feed you to his pigs. Just saying.
Well, I can't exactly help somebody making a shrine to make sure they win on their bets.
What? A shrine? Aren't you
A
like
lot
those
of-
guys
oh,
that
yeah,
wear
just go
little
get
hats and ride small cars? At the
Just go get dressed.
I'm getting dressed. John, what are you doing right now?
I'm fiddling around with the guns and
Yep.
cleaning the gun up and stuff. So if Smog looks up, he's gonna.
All right,
Dean,
it's one of those
talking to
little
him,
metal
the guy
segments.
is behind him cleaning the guns.
it's one of those little metal segmented garage doors. It kind of comes up. It's in a small little house. That'd be good for like you could get a full-size truck in here. It's like a couple of large bays. Though there's a couple of metal racks and there's a few engines hanging on the chain on the there's a term for it. It's the giant hoists for the engines and the chains. These engines there's a car there with pieces being removed off of it for some reason and fresh new pieces being put on it and all that stuff as you're coming in. But as the doors roll up, the most interesting thing is 5 people are standing there. All 5 of them are armed with guns pointing at the car. One guy's got an assault rifle, and the guy has the M16's predecessor. It's the 10 AR-10. He's got an AR-10, and it's pointed at you, John, not Lugnut, because there's a guy cleaning his guns in the car. He's an old, gristly bear of a guy, and he's got a beard, and he's got kind of old wrinkles to his face, and he even has an eye patch, and you don't know if the eye patch is for show or not, but this gristled old vet has got the AR pointed at you, telling you to put your hands where I can see them. The other 4 guys, one guy's got a pistol, and for some reason he went to Gangster 101 because he's holding it sideways. We all know that's the worst way to shoot a gun. But he's holding it sideways. You see another guy, he's got one of the old Mac 10s that had that jamming issue with 45 caliber little submachine gun. He's pointing that at you. Another guy, he's got an Israeli-made Uzi, and he's got that pointed at you. And the sideways gun guy is like, a General 45 officer's, cult kind of thing. And I'm just describing it because you know all your weapons, your character,
Yep.
And then the last guy, he's got a snub-nosed 38 police special, And they're all pointing the gun. Those guys are mostly pointing their guns at Dean. The guy with the AR, which could go right through that glass perfectly, is pointing at you. That looks like you might be a threat because you got your guns. By the way, that's the old man that you owe money to and all that stuff. He seems to be quite happy. And at this point, Smugs is kind of coming. He's kind of got one of them terry cloth type of bathrobes on that he's just kind of throwing around his body. And it actually has oil and mechanical grease on it. And at this point, the old man is just basically, John, do you put your hands where they can be seen? You're at a disadvantage here.
I'm just calm. I just kind of look at him and just in a calm manner, like this is no big deal.
Yep.
Put my guns away and keep my hands open as I get out of the car. See.
Dean, it's been such a long time. Why don't you step in? I say you have to stay for a while, huh?
Well, I mean, if you want some skinless creature coming and knocking on your front door and murdering your entire crew, yeah, I'll stay if you want.
Are you high?
I wish.
That's what I said. Miles away in another car.
Look, I still have a partial tank of NOS. You can strip this car all you want. I just need something else.
You know how much I was out? That was the end of this. That was
Look,
the season.
I'll get the other car back.
It's not just the car, man. We're talking 6 digits, boy.
I can fix that for you. I don't have somebody with a shrine betting against me now.
Are you just?
It's been a long fucking day.
The gun bunny there.
He's the bodyguard for the guy that had the shrine that coerced me into working for him so I could get my car back. He's the one that bet against me. He had a shrine hidden in his closet. This guy was his bodyguard. He didn't do his job very well. The guy's dead now.
The guy's now giving the gesture to his guys to just lower their guns for a bit here. You know what?
And
I want to say that
I'm just here for the ride. You guys do whatever you want. Chilling out.
At this point, he pauses.
Hey, you want me to pull my gun on him too? I pull my gun out, pointed at Dean.
I like you. I don't get this the wrong way. I probably wouldn't hire you if you're that easy to turn your gun on someone else, though. I'm just gonna let you know.
Hey, I only knew him because he was the bodyguard for the guy that I was working for. We don't actually know each other very well.
You know what? So, you have just ruined my night twicefold. One, I was going to be so happy beating the shit out of you just to get my rocks off because you owe me so much money. But I don't like hurting mental peoples, because that's just not right. And you're kind of mental.
How do you think I'm able to win so many races? Have you seen the risks I take?
So yeah, if you want to go an Uber, you can go, guy with the guns, bodyguard guy. We just got a beef here with Dean. That's about it.
Like I said, I'll stay if you want a skinless man coming, knocking on your front door and murdering everybody.
I twirl my guns fancy and put it in a holster. Like, oh, and by the way, your boys there could probably use with some advice on how to handle their weapons.
You're talking about Tommy, aren't you? At that point, you see the guy that was holding his gun sideways. Don't worry, man. He is from the old school. We're talking Run DMC style gunplay, probably.
Well, he's gonna get himself killed holding the gun that way.
So, why don't we... The fuck, man? Did you leave one of the car stereos on? That point,
shit.
You just hear music start coming, like old kind of 20s type of music starts coming off from the inside.
I told you, I'll stay if you want this stuff to start happening.
As you see this whole place full of rigged up cars, some of them missing their pieces with jagged pieces of steel and metal all on them.
Hey, Dean, our friend's here.
Yeah. I was hoping that he wouldn't catch up that fast. But I can't exactly go through town with Nos.
Meanwhile, we cut back to William, who's going on there, and Veronica's going, but the English guy's going, so, hello, are you still alive? You seem to be muted. In character. Hello, can you hear me?
So, this is an urban legend from Tennessee in around the 1920s era.
Oh, quite good there.
Skin Tom was an adulterer. And, so...
What was his name?
Tom.
But no, the whole name?
Skinned Tom. His name is Skin Tom because he was, sleeping with another man's wife, and the man's wife, skinned him. And the story is that, the police came the next morning, and they found Tom's skin, but they didn't find Tom. Or the hunting knife.
We're not in Tennessee, we're in New York State. There's something for you.
I know, this is the problem. So, another problem is that none of these things say how to fix it. Also, there's no Lover's Lane. Unless that house was Lover's Lane, because that's what the urban legend is connected to.
What exactly is the urban legend, then?
Do you want me to read it to you?
No, I know. I'm the DM. I'm just saying. It's like,
Okay, so it's this guy Tom sleeps around, right? And so he goes to another town and falls in love with this lady named Eleanor. And Eleanor and Tom...
Hold on. You have a name. Oh, that's always good. It can confuse or stun the opponent if you call out a name of a loved one or something that meant something to that person. Eleanor might be something you might want to write down. If that's truly the name.
If it's right. I mean, Tom is right. It responded to Tom when we talked to it.
Wait. You're just concerning two different entities here.
See, here's the thing. I don't understand because, the bloody thing could be Tom.
It's sounding pretty close.
But the thing in the car responded to Tom.
If one spirit is bound against its will with another spirit, it would still react. You're calling out one of its bros. I'm sorry, that was my attempt to be American there. So you probably were not speaking to Tom if you were talking to a car. Or actually, did you? You haven't told him that. Did you say it was a car? What did you say you were speaking to him? This is DM
Tom. So I don't think I told him.
No, exactly. So, but was this the skinless man known as Tom that you
No,
were
I was talking to the car.
Then that's probably the second one.
Oh.
No, they're with Edward. Edward's in the England office because ever since the incident, the Walker Investigations has kind of shut down in the States, and if they needed some help, they were given his number to try and help them. And they're on a phone call right now with Ed from accounting, who's been transferred.
So Ed.
Yes.
Could the two people who are bound be Eleanor and her husband?
Is there any urban legend on Eleanor?
Not that I've been able to find.
Sometimes it may not. It might be the whim of the DM. So, but you seem to have gotten a good case on it.
He turned them himself in. The husband.
Oh, the husband. He turned himself.
That's how they knew how to go look for the body. They never found the body.
Just the skin. Woo.
Right.
Sorry, I had that too.
And that seems creepy, but after the day I've had, not sure finding someone's skin would be all that creepy at the moment.
Yes, by the way, the area effect, the size of the area is by the fetter. As you're driving, you are also expanding the bubble for said creature. So it could be infecting things elsewhere as you're driving. Meanwhile, we cut back to John and Dean. You just start to see the humming of engines start going off in the garage. Bop bop ba wee bop a wop bop 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 ba dee ba woo starts going on. What the hell's going on, Dean? Is this some sort of ploy, or you got some buddies here? I know you worked with electronics.
I wouldn't exactly call him a buddy. He's been killing people.
Holy shit, man! Like that movie, Christine.
Never seen it, but sure.
That, of course, came from Tommy holding his gun.
But yeah, apparently he murdered the people in the house. He was summoned from the pool. There's gonna be a lot
talking.
of blood.
Stop! The old man, just stop talking. So far, you talk as if this all makes sense, but none of this is making sense. Cars coming from pools?
No, not the car. The skinless man.
What? Dude, fuck the money. Get off my land. You look at somebody else to look after your car, we are done. I just don't want to deal with that.
I would just offer to trade the car for one of your little junk.
Get out. Go. Just go. Don't make me shoot you. I got the sign. I can do it. And I'm from Texas.
I mean, just because you're from Texas doesn't mean the laws apply up here.
Yeah, that's right. The laws up here don't apply because I'm from Texas.
No, the laws from Texas.
You understand, boy. Now get off my land. Just get out. Just get out. You are just way crazy. John, he doesn't know your name. Bodyguard. Were you just hired to keep him, not to touch sharp objects and stay away from other places? Just take.
If I wasn't supposed to have sharp objects, why would I have this? I'd pull out my gun.
At that point, you get everybody raising their guns now, pointing back at you. The guy with the AR, though, he isn't. He's like, oh, Jesus. Okay, can you just listen to what you're saying? You are crazier than my Aunt Beth. Just saying. You, my friend,
you
need help.
experience things like this?
Hey, man, I don't want to ride around with this guy in this piece of junk here. Can you give us a trade or a loaner or something? Even a piece of junk car that doesn't have no
part of. No, get off my fucking property. Did you not understand?
I just figured I'd ask, man.
Uber it. Go.
All right, come on, Dean, let's go.
My phone doesn't do that.
Come on, Dean, let's go.
At this point, just up. By the way, Dean,
really
if I
don't
see
wanna
your
have to
face
kill
again,
guy.
you will bring back bad memories and my money that you owe
I'm
me.
leaving the car here. You can deduct it from what I owe you.
That piece of shit? Man, you hit a deer or something. Blood's all over the front.
I didn't hear a deer.
God dang it, you hit a doe?
No, I hit the skinless man,
Oh, hell.
and then he got back up.
Man, you talking some like weird-ass Freddy Krueger shit. Just get out of here.
You, at least take the nos in the back seat out
You're
off.
taking the whole car.
Okay,
Get off the property. Walking.
we're going.
If you're lucky,
But-
you might make town before nightfall.
Well, I mean, I would assume that it's
Oh yeah, you're on the edge of the. Never mind. Yeah, you went a different
on
route.
the edge
yeah,
of town. I'm
yeah,
still
yeah,
in town.
Yeah. I just want to add, fact.
I know, we're walking around in town at night now, okay?
New York's kind of scary. Just saying. Especially up in the burbs.
Not as what we've seen tonight.
Well, very good. So you are armed with the fact that this thing does sound like it is some sort of a wraith or aberration or a revenant of types. As the urban legend has it, that he goes around hitting other adulterous persons. I googled it too, and you didn't seem to mention that part. But I thought I'd throw that in
I
because you
did.
But that being said, you're
What do you
armed.
think he did at Lover's Lane? Do you think he went to the window and, ooh,
Well, if he's got no
I'm
skin.
a ghost?
Yes. So, that being said, you have got several. I will point out the questions here. One, you are armed with the fact that normal bullets don't affect it. You think wrought iron might have it. Maybe the second one was keeping it in a cage to stop it from doing stuff.
The second one?
That's what I'm guessing. You made the second one, if it can possess. It has telekinetic abilities, so it could open and shut doors. It could lock it in. So it had locked Tom in the place. So it, as
Why
if
didn't
waiting.
it keep it locked in?
Pardon?
Why didn't it keep it locked in?
You said it had been. No, you didn't tell me anything. I don't know. Maybe it let it out. Was there a reason that it may have wanted to let it out? Did you cause problems at wherever it was staying? And it just
Someone
let
did
up.
break a tile.
Break a tile? There's no tile mentioned. You're now coming into town. You are getting close to the bridge to pull over into Manhattan, but you'll be approaching.
Veronica, I
from-
think we need to go back.
What do you mean back? We haven't gotten to Betty yet.
We have Tom. Tom is like Betty.
You mean Edward?
I hope you're talking about Edward. That's me on the
Right.
phone.
I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
I
Edward.
can sense that. If you were good
Okay.
friends with Tom, we wouldn't be having this phone call, it would seem.
No. Okay, so there's the thing under the bed. So there are two parts to this thing, theoretically. Also, so we went into the greenhouse to figure out what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it got out of the greenhouse because I did something with the lock so we could get out.
So, wait, you had to do something with the lock? So it locked behind you?
Yes.
You realize it let you in, and then it locked you in the thing with the killing machine.
Yes.
That was probably its intent, but it didn't kill you.
Well, it couldn't kill us because I unlocked the lock.
Then this may not be his lover. This may not be Eleanor. Because Eleanor would be
his
clear-
husband. Eleanor's husband.
This is stuff you're going to have to find and see. Yes, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. But the biggest question is, I was going to get to it, but I do long, built-out speeches. How did it get there? You mentioned a tile that needed to be broken. Why was it broken? We have objects that hold and bind.
No. I didn't say it needed to be broken. I said someone broke it.
Who brought the items? Who brought the tiles? Who brought Tom from Tennessee to here? That's the real question. Yes, you've got a
It
fiend
could
on
have
the
been
loose.
Erica Grouper.
Who?
Well, you see, I play
By the
video
way,
games.
Veronica, you're Mrs. Notes. You've never heard of Erica Grouper.
That's not entirely true. I did have her as a suspect for an affair with James Carson.
So fun fact,
yes, that's right.
I
Yes.
play video games, and this one woman named Erica Grouper told me that there was this fantastic video game that was totally on the, the down low.
Eric Rupert was sleeping with Mr. Carson.
Yep.
Nope, that never happened. I don't know. It could have happened. I don't know. All she said was, "Hey, here's a video game. Play it." So I did play the video game, and then I saw things.
Are you using coded messages for something else? Are you saying video game instead of sex? Did she have sex with you and you're using video game to cover it up? Wait, you said you were a burglar. I bet your friend's really good.
I'm a video game player.
I see. Your friend can't hear my end of the phone call. Is that correct?
Yes.
So you're saying video game, but you mean burglary. And she
Yes.
wants you to burgle the place.
Yes.
And she told you about something that was in there.
Unfortunately, the Game Boy ran out of power,
I'm sorry.
and the cartridge was not in it.
So what you were sent to steal was not there.
At least not the next day. I never got that far because the power ran out.
You were in the house at the time of the assassination? At the time of the murders?
It was fun.
Elementary, my dear Watson. I think I've got you down packed, Mr. William. You are quite the knave. I think you'll fit in just perfect to our group. But
Fabulous.
yes, you may want to express your video game talents later. They may be useful on a broader scale. But the point...
Oh, I believe that may be true. However, as long as possible, I just like video games.
Okay, Veronica, you just have one end of this beautiful phone call.
I know I do.
Alrighty. So we now cut back to Johnner and Dean sitting on a park bench, on a bus bench.
No, I'm still walking. Twirling
Just picture you guys are just sitting on a bench outside the place without a car.
Whatever. I mean, at least now, if anybody that's looking for that car will go there, and maybe they'll take care of them themselves.
Thinking somebody did make a phone call that we were coming into town. The car with all his blood on it.
Yep.
And now he left it there.
With a guy that he has no good relationship with. There you go.
Cops will be rolling in. They'll pull their guns out. Yeah. That ought to be a pretty sight.
The idea is that they say, "I thought I told you get off my land," and then open fire on the cops, and then shit goes downhill.
All right, so
Are there any cars along the road?
Yep.
Better question. Are there any cars that are like off road, like down in an alley where it's darker? And I want to try getting in one and hot wiring it.
You got it. Which one of your skills would that be? I think it would actually fall under repair. Yeah.
Or streetwise.
Streetwise is knowing to look for the car in the alley. Or, you know what I mean? But yeah, repair is playing around with the cabling and wiring on that. So it'd be the repair on that one. Yeah, no problem. It is. Would you have looked for a kind of okay car? Or just any car?
I would have looked for something that's hopefully not to stand out, like something that matches what's out on the roads.
Okay, no problem. Roll me a die 6. If you roll a 1, it's one of those E cars. Alright, you're all cool. It's just an average car. Like a 4-door, small, sedan-like car. Modern.
You found a Corolla.
Corolla!
And I'm just going to say, ask John, is it time to go to Betty now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'm gonna start driving towards Betty's.
You want me to ride in this stolen car?
I prefer acquired. I'll take it back. It's fine.
Okay.
I have no use for this piece of shit, other than to get to Betty's.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so at this point, I think everyone's starting to roll up. Oh, wait, no. Veronica, are you turning the car around and heading back to the estate?
Yes, I did. I did listen to him.
Yep.
So I did turn.
So you're heading back to the estate, no problem. So.
Without us knowing, because now we're on the detour.
Yep. All right, so you're heading. You're getting close to the bridge. You'll be heading into Manhattan, and you got to go down. You got to go south. This is in the not nice area. You're looking at as you're heading down. You know the little complex of brownstones you got there going. And so you're heading back. So Veronica, you're now pulling up close to the estate. What do you do?
I go. I can't
Why are we
believe
going
you're
back?
Come
man?
back here.
Why are we going back? Actually, the guy asks if you can just let him off because you're like, there's some buildings, there's civilization. As soon as he knows you're turning around, he asks for you to let him go.
I go. That thing is literally chasing you. We're your best bet right now.
And you want to go back to it? I know what's going on. Put me on a little bait hook and use me for whatever nefarious plan you want to do with Skinless. Because it won't run for you.
That was a really good idea.
Oh, damn it.
Thanks for volunteering. And
Dude, you can be the distraction while I play video games.
All right, man. Your video game fetish is way too extreme. It's going to get you killed. The amount you play video games. You might forget to eat or pee or something and just die because your bladder exploded because you didn't go pee for 16 hours. Happened to this one guy at one of them cafe shops in Korea. Died. Bladder exploded. Look it up.
You should stop reading things on the internet.
Oh, how'd you find out about Mr. Skinless Tom?
Right, but I know more interesting things than some dude died from not peeing for 16 hours.
Google it. Happened.
I believe you. I don't need you to Google it to find out.
I don't want to go back. Come on, let me go.
No! See, now you've given me the wonderful idea.
Oh.
As long as you're around, I can play video games without...
Just stop talking video games, man.
Fine.
Bothering me.
I'm gonna break into the house, because I'm a burglar, and take care of the other damn shrine, so that we can stop worrying about this damn thing.
Why did you say that in the first place? That's a little less alarming.
He has a problem with video games, but I tell him I'm a burglar, and it's all fine.
And meanwhile, I'm processing this. At like this
Veronica,
point,
whose rope did you think that was? Did you really think that I was here because I played video games?
that rope was part of the crime scene. You weren't here when the crime scene
Albatross!
was going down.
Albatross!
Nope, I was most certainly not here when the crime was going down.
Albatross!
Then that wasn't
Yes,
your
I'm...
rope.
Okay, so another thing. I
Yes?
found this black book.
All right.
Daniel
Okay.
Grouper was in it.
Oh. I now know
Daniel Grouper? Wait, I'm playing along here, and Erica was probably related to him.
And
Brother,
she's the
sister,
one
or married.
who told me...
Hello? Hello? Albatross? 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 Hello?
Fuck. And then another fuck.
I don't think there's another commercial break. You don't have to fuck that much.
Except that now I don't know if I've been talking to a dead person who's been bound to objects for who knows how long.
It's all on the internet, baby. All electronics.
I know. But I can't imagine she'd want me dead. I don't know her. I didn't do nothing. I didn't cheat on nobody.
Only
I
time
didn't do nothing.
Sorry. All right, so you're not letting him out of the car. He's not going to panic because, like I would just pop the door open and jump out, but I actually did that once. I got one hell of a road rash.
I am pushing the speed limit as best I can.
You're doing whole
Yeah.
2.5 miles above the speed limit.
Also-
Yeah! No.
I'm going to use her phone to text Betty.
That's funny. You said text on her phone.
My phone can text.
Oh,
Right.
I know, but
So
her
I'm gonna
phone
use
is
her
going to
phone to
be
call
you
Betty.
press the
So I'm gonna double
you
fist
press
it
the one
with-
button this many times for this letter. You press.
All right. So what I'm really gonna do is I'm gonna call Betty.
Proper. It's just not a good.
I'm gonna have Ed on this phone and Betty on this phone,
Okay.
and I'm gonna tell Betty that we turned around and we're going back because I
Hello?
have an idea. Hello, Betty.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Okay.
Fabulous. So I think I have a solution. So we're going back, and I'm going to play video games. And
Are you
solve
just using
lost
video
pro-
games as another way to say burgle?
Are you seriously only catching on to this now?
I'm on the other end of the phone here, and I just
Sorry.
can't figure out why you would play video games. I was actually thinking you were going back to Carson's place to play video games. I bet you with his money, he's got one hell of a setup, mind you.
Betty, you know what I do.
Yeah, and I can't understand why you keep using video games. It's so lame.
And yet, this person in the car with me still hasn't figured it out. So it worked.
Which person?
Veronica, the person I thought was like a reporter or something. I thought she'd
figured
catch on
it out
first.
right now. I figured it out. Like the first time you said it, I had suspicion. Then you said it again, and then you basically admitted it.
Right. So you're not going. You're going to burgle a place that effectively is closed. It must be tough.
Except the
Well, there
cops
are a
are
lot
back
of
already. So I have to sneak in.
Why? What's up? Can you tell me what are we facing? Do you know what's
We're
going
facing urban legend called Skin Tom.
on? All right, Skin Tom.
And
Okay.
there's the shrine.
Oh, hold
and
on,
another
hold
shrine.
on, hold on. It's coming up. You might be wrong. It's Tennessee. They don't usually
I know.
go very past their haunts. Lover's Lane in Tennessee. That's where he haunts.
Right, but there's a tile that said Tom on it. Oh.
Okay.
All right.
I'm only getting
So-
bits and pieces of being fed here, breadcrumbs. I know, that's how I was. Is that Edward?
Okay, so you and Ed need to talk once I get off the phone with both of you. But
Put
I
the
think
phones
that if I
together,
destroy
Kissy. Just flip them around so the head piece is the top and the bottom piece is like a 69 with phones.
Nice.
Oh, hello, Betty.
why didn't I just three-way call?
Oh, from 69 to three-way. I like the way you think, William. You definitely have to come over. I just have to enjoy it. Anyways.
So did you guys figure it out?
At this point, she's looking at. She's going into the archives room. She's going to see what she can dig up on this. It might be some sort of revenant. It's definitely held together by something. Oh crap! If there's a tile with the name on it, might be best not to break that. That could be actually holding him in place since he's not in Tennessee.
In fact, someone already broke it.
Oh, that means he's no longer bound to one location. He can just go wherever he wants.
That's horrifying.
Because, they hold them in place. And there's a second one? An entity? A possessive
Right.
entity?
I think it might be Daniel. Hold Erica Grouper and Daniel Grouper.
Is that Danielle or Daniel?
It's Erica and Daniel.
Danielle or Daniel? Like
Daniel.
Jeff, like the automation. Shut up! Alright.
Daniel. Like Daniel in the Lion's Den?
Ah, male. Not Danielle as...
Correct.
I think there was a porno with Danielle in the lines.
There have been so many pornos, it's not even funny.
All right.
Moving on.
This is Betty. Old Betty talking about porn. Alright.
Right. Well, I mean, just because she's old doesn't mean she doesn't want some too.
You understand, too. If you need a
Okay,
place to stay.
so I think that if I break the shrines... Wait, okay, so here's the thing I don't understand. So I was hired to do a thing.
Okay. Please do not be vague right now. Just spit it out. You were
I
hired.
was hired to steal something from the safe.
Okay, then.
Nothing was in the safe when we got there.
Hold on. What you nothing was in the safe the night or the day after?
Nothing was in the safe when
Or
we
the
got
month
there
afterwards?
today.
I
But
can't speak.
the police weren't going to get into that safe.
She doesn't know anything about it. So you're hired to get something. What was it you're going to get out of the safe?
I don't know.
Actually, your character does know. It's a bit of jewelry.
Right, I was getting money and jewelry. But here's my problem.
At that point, you hear Betty go, oh, and then at the same time, you also hear Edward, oh.
But here's my problem. If these people are dead and bound to something, who put the shrines down to track up?
Well, that's definitely a question. But
Wait a minute. They both suspected each other, and they both wanted to get each other, and they both went to this magic thing.
That means there must be a common connection between the two of them that plays with magic.
So is it possible that
James
Erica
was
was sleeping with
Erica, and
whatever his
Daniel
name
was
is,
having an affair
and Daniel was sleeping with his
Sarah.
wife?
Hold on a second. Someone's at the door. Hold on. Who's there? You hear Betty call out to you guys as you're the door's locked apparently. John, the door's locked. So. Who's there?
It's just John and Dean.
You're not in the car with Veronica?
No.
Oh, you drove in separate cars. That's right. All right, hold on a second. Door's locked. Ah, shit. I don't have my
They
lazy
should have been
stick.
here before us.
No, they're heading back to the house at that point.
God damn it!
At this point, you hear the moving around, and then the smokestack that is known as the office of Betty is just literally, you open it up and this like a depressurization in reverse as you're being smokified as you just get into the office there. Ah!
Thanks for the secondhand smoke.
No problem. You know, if you smoke, there's a less chance of you dying from secondhand smoke.
Yes, but there's more chance of me dying from smoking.
Yeah, but less of a secondhand smoke death. It's proven fact. We build up a long tolerance to it. You guys don't. You die first.
Truth.
That's how all 6 of my husbands went. Or I told them that.
Wait, what?
All right, so
Betty, when you die, should we be concerned?
sorry, what? It all depends if you take that offer to stay over at my place one night.
Yep, maybe. I'm not gonna say no.
Anyways, they're heading back. Well, you're a little
Why are
fast.
they going back?
Hey, why are you going back? Well, they think that. Shut up, Edward. Right?
Okay, so there are 2 shrines, right?
Yes, there's the one that you took the wicker
You're
thing
not on
from.
the phone with me, Shush.
I assume she had it on speaker.
Betty's going. Yeah,
She has an
it's
old
on
rotary
speaker.
phone.
What?
She has an old rotary phone.
And you were planning on texting it.
I was making it go.
By the way, it is on speaker
Oh, all right then.
because you can hear the voice because you kept it on speaker when she went to the door. Beside the
Oh.
dial-up phone is a square brown rectangular object that's got little lights on it, and it's got little grooves in the 70s style speaker foam over top.
So, I'm gonna go destroy both shrines.
You already took the wicker thing from one.
Yes, but someone so kindly broke a tile.
Was I not supposed to do that?
No.
I didn't know that. This is the first job.
Did you see me breaking anything? Did you see John breaking anything? Did you see?
Oh,
Veronica,
it's changed to
break anything?
XP. I changed it to XP for my channel to give more of a gaming feel, so it's !XP for the checking of your stuffs.
Look, I thought that the tile summoned the thingy, and I was trying to make it go back. I don't know how this shit works.
Right, so maybe we should break things that we don't understand.
All right. Now, stop it, or I'll have to turn this phone around.
What?
What's that even mean?
Meanwhile, we cut to Edward. Makes more sense than what you said to me. Sorry, no, I mean not Edward. The old man. Makes no sense. All right, no, okay. Let's not argue here. We got to get this focused. It's not good to have the group separate.
So you're gonna destroy the shrine in the closet, and then you're gonna destroy the one that had the bones and shit
actually,
under the
if I
bed.
can interject. Shit,
Wait.
69.
Bones under the bed.
Yeah,
Hey,
they're-
Ed, there were bones under the bed in the shrine.
Bingo. I don't know.
Did I not tell you that before?
High possibility.
Did I not say that before?
Nope, you just said
No, you
something was
didn't.
under the bed.
Shit! I need to stop forgetting the details.
I mean, like how you didn't pee.
I mean, I did
So
pee.
much later, you did pee.
Mm.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, he peed all right. From Betty. Man, that
Okay.
smell gets right through my smoke. And I've been smoking so long I can't even smell Tabasco sauce anymore, but I can smell that piss. Woo! You gotta see a doctor about that. When it smells like sugar puffs, you might have diabetes.
Possible.
Well, then, why don't you guys hurry up and catch up? We can wait.
I don't have any NOS in the vehicle we have.
I'm sorry. All I pictured was suddenly from his car, a very skinny individual with teeth going like this and long pointy ears, and his hands are held like that. He has no nos. Nosferatu. Sorry.
Okay, so just because you can go fast doesn't mean you should.
Okay, look.
You
we have
guys,
a stolen car right
swarm
now.
of possessed cockroaches
You stole a
added to
car?
the list.
I went to take the blood
I'm
covered car.
gonna nudge Veronica. I'm gonna say, at least I don't steal things that people can see.
Like that's any better.
What were you doing there?
I was hired by Mr. Carson as a private investigator to investigate his wife who was suspected of cheating.
So? Your argument is invalid.
Look, I went to a shop that I may or may not have owed money to try to get them to take care of the car since
So,
it was bloody
Ed.
and all that.
Hello?
Does adultery just counted as cheating?
Where are you going with this?
Because I think I know something about someone here based on something I've seen and something that
Oh, for the love of God, spit it out, man!
Alright, so somebody's name was in a little black book.
Alright.
I think someone's a cheater.
I would
Aw,
have to play.
shit.
Hey Ed, I think I'm right.
It's not cheating, it's bending the rules.
Right. So I'm a burglar and even I know that's cheating.
I mean, is it cheating if I never get caught?
Yes.
Shit.
Shit! You get from Jeff in the car.
I knew I didn't trust you.
Wait, do you have the phone in the car on speakerphone?
No, he doesn't actually, so that Jeff couldn't have said shit at that
I have
moment.
two different phones going
Yeah, I
on.
know.
Yeah, because Edward's no longer in communication, so he hasn't heard anything you guys have been saying, except only
Right.
what Rabbit.
So, hold on a second. I hang up the phone. I'm gonna call both of y'all right back. So on my burner phone,
Yep.
I'm gonna call Ed.
Yep.
When he answers the phone, I'm gonna
No
three-way
bars.
it. Shit.
At that point, you get up to the house, Veronica, and then suddenly there's and your car kind of just coasts to a stop. Hello? He's not calling back. Dean, I think you better drop into your car and... oh, shit. You can borrow... God damn it.
Oh yeah, by the way, they went off the road. The things that scared them off the road.
In my car.
Yeah.
Is she okay? I ain't talking
I
about
don't know.
Veronica.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I kind of flew past and ran the thing over with my other car, which is why it was covered in blood.
But you got rid of the car. Good move.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah, high five. Betty gives you. All right. Anyways, point being, yeah. All right.
I suppose we should probably get back over there.
So we cut to the awkward moment of the Uber driver. So where are you guys going to?
You know that crime scene out
yeah,
in the country?
crime scenes. Yeah. I've
we
been
need to go
driving
there.
for like about 8 months. I've seen some weird things, but hey, well, sure, no problem. I got it. Is that a sawed-off shotgun back there, guy?
Don't worry about it.
All right.
I got
As long as you do what you're told, you won't be at the bad end of it.
Oh shit! I wasn't even thinking that. Holy crap! I could be at the bad end of a shot. Oh god! Oh god! Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me! All
Take us where we need to go.
right, yeah, no problem, man. No problem. I hope you tip well.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's good then. And my name is
Don't care.
Bob.
Don't
If
care.
ever asked, my license plate say just not the ones on these car. Just make it up. That's how it works, right? I'm sorry, that's all I could.
Fine with that.
All right, so Uber driver and the rest of the team are showing up. So meanwhile, Veronica, the car has coasted to a stop. Oh shit, man! Oh shit, man! This is.
How close are we?
Oh, you're right on the edge of the house. You can just walk up the front drive. Funny enough.
So that's okay. We're here, and as we're going out, I check the dash to see if there's any lights on, or if there's if I ran out of fuel, or.
No lights on the dash. No power.
Something bad is happening.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So I go, okay, let's go do this thing. Let's get in the house. Let's get it done. Let's find the police that are supposed to be here. Maybe talk to them.
That's when you hear the first gunshot go off. It doesn't sound like a shotgun. It smells like a gun going off. William, it's a small caliber.
Does it sound like a 9mm?
Yes, it could sound like a 9mm.
Because I spent a lot of time in the shooting range recently learning how to shoot a 9mm.
The best part is, it was probably the commissioner. Because since his wife's friends with your mom, I could sneak you in a couple of rounds, just don't tell anyone. So you were clearly hearing 9mm being practiced when you were practicing.
Yay.
Sorry. All right. So, yeah, sounds like you suddenly hear gunshots now going off in the estate. The light
Okay,
is
look,
dimming.
we got a distraction. Let's go.
Can you guys not be near me?
What do you mean?
Well,
me, guys, I'm just... I don't
Hey,
think...
you just go running down the middle of the road.
So, meanwhile, for lack of confusion, we're currently dealing with Veronica, William, and Jeff, like the animated things that you have on computers.
What I need you guys is to go create a distraction so I can go and climb up my rope.
I think there's already a distraction, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't know. See if I can do something about the tile in the back. Like if I can.
Meanwhile, I'm switching into my my gear.
Holy shit, you got a whole outfit and everything. Damn.
Come on, Jeff. Let's go.
What kind of burglar do you think I am? A bad one?
Man, anyone tell you that black's quite slimming on you?
I might shoot you.
I'm sorry. Again, I can picture Nick Frost making that comment.
All right. So, the first time I get to do this,
Holy crap! Exploding much. What was that for? Stealth? Oh.
I'm stealthed.
So, we suddenly... He's gone. Damn, I was looking right at him, too. Must have did that Skyrim shit. He plays video games, you see? That's why you wanted to shoot me in the knee!
Hey, that's Lugnut's favorite meme.
I know it is. Hey, my name's like that, Jeff.
Yeah, I bet you were an adventurer before you
You're
took an arrow
not
to the
using
knee.
a bow.
Bullets do more damage. You won't be an adventurer.
But they don't stick out of it.
We could make it stick.
All right, so Veronica, what are you doing? You've left the car and you are bolting up the drive.
Oh,
The
crap.
edge
I
of
wish
the
I told her not to run down the middle of the street.
The edge of the driveway.
Much better. Car can't veer a little bit to the left now, can it?
Well, no, but like it's
Sorry.
I could dive away and be on grass and soft.
Well, your
ground.
car's on grass because you were kind of pulling off the road when you started running out of gas to go into a grassy spot. And it's like, poop, 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 poop. There's no lights on in the house. Oh, there was a couple of spots where a strobe light went off in concession with the bang noises. Gunshots are going off in the house, it would seem.
And I'm running towards. the
Which
house.
floors?
Bottom floor.
Great.
So you've done that amazing sneak as you're hooking around the east wood line to go to the rope. Or actually, no, you could be going on the grass. You could be just low to the grass, kind of going, yeah. So
I'm
you're
probably
going
doing the Pink Panther thing on my fingertips and my tippy toes.
and then suddenly Fred Flintstone comes by. Remember, there's bowling next week. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Right?
Right. Oh, this, you know what? This show's full of memes of our own that we create on the fly. All right, so.
Yeah, I'm just going to go straight for my rope.
Yep, you got it. All right. So. Veronica, what are you doing then? What happened to Jeff then? Did you guys just leave Jeff in the car?
Basically,
Okay.
if he didn't come with me, he stayed in the car
You got it.
or did whatever.
I
he
told
had.
him to go with her.
And I told him to come with me too, but I'm not a babysitter. I'm a private investigator.
I'm in the car. I'll just get in the driver's seat
I
and realize,
did threaten to shoot him.
God, there's something wrong with the car. That's what. He's in the driver's seat now, trying to hotwire, and it's just not working anymore. I mean, it's amazing how she got the car to work after he had actually ripped apart the wires. We'll get into that later. It was still hotwired.
He'd started the car. I never stopped.
She
the
never
car.
stopped the car.
That's true. Yeah, so you never had to use your ignition. Something must have happened then, because he just saw. She said, "Oh, she's gone stealth-like and turned the lights off and let the car drift off." That was smart, man. No, she didn't realize that she had no say in the matter. The car just did it. But he's now in the driver's side, realizing this. Driver's side. So, Veronica, where were you heading? I'll bring up the nice little juicy map. The amazing. You know, I've got maps for the interior of this place, but I don't know if we're going to get very much interior play here. You know what I mean?
Well, so my plan is, as an investigator, I'm gonna go around the house, but I'm also with my phone taking lots of pictures. Not really good pictures. Like I'm not. It's
Yeah.
not my good equipment. It's my phone, so it's as good as I can quickly.
Ooh, I just saw tokens move around on the board. I'm just moving all the tokens.
And my goal is to get back to the back of the pool and see if I can put the tiles back together. Like just fit them in pieces.
Ah, so you're hooking around that side. I got you.
Yeah. Like this. And then eventually over
Oops.
here.
I see, you're hooking around that way. The gunshots are actually on the east side of the house, close to the greenhouse, but on the lower level. You know, near the car garage and kitchen.
Okay.
Of course.
I also want to click on my voice recorder.
Yep.
So that I can, and I'm lightly narrating everything that I see and do.
Oh, God. Sorry, I just had a thought, a very creepy thought, but we'll save that for later. All right. So, that's your destination. You're running up the rope to get to the house to look for the thingy.
Right.
Right. By the way, Edward's no longer with you. Do you know what you're doing? Are you going to break it, or are you not going to break it?
Breaking it.
Okay.
He said to break the shreds.
That would, well, in his opinion, if it's being held in place, that was the one type. The other type, he said, don't break it, because that might be what's holding him there. Or
Right, but that was the tile.
Yeah. But as for that one, the entity, he thinks, yes, that breaking it might be good. Might be the right thing to do.
I don't know. My character's just... He's had enough.
I just want this to end.
So I've already broken the first part.
Yep, you broke that one.
Right.
Meanwhile, we cut to some horse race. And the underdog, Lucky 7, just seems to be... Oh, it just tumbled. His ankle broke. The horse is down, everybody. The horse is down. Oh, my God. The other horses didn't stop in time. Oh, the right. Oh, somebody get the ambulance out there. Oh, dear God, another horse is... Oh, jeez. Oh, the humanity. Nice one.
He told me I needed to break both of them, so I did.
Okay. So, you're getting up the rope. At this point, it's gone quiet. By the time you get to the house, there's no more gunshots. There's just, it's very quiet.
It's fine.
And you get to the rope around about the same time, because Veronica's just doing a constant move. You're doing a stealthy sneak and all that stuff. So by the time you're getting to the rope, Veronica's hooking at the pool there.
About what time of day is it? Is it dark out, or is it
Dusk.
still...
That's right.
Okay, so there's still
Yeah,
a bit
dusk.
of light?
Yeah, it's still a bit light. You've got those nice little god rays coming through the trees. On the left-hand side of the map, you got the light coming that way, shining behind you. So the light's behind you, casting your shadow long in front of you.
Okay, so I'm gonna enable the flashlight on my phone, and I'm gonna start looking around for anything that looks like it could
Phone's
be a
not
piece
working.
of...
Phone's not working.
Like at all?
Nope. Battery might be
Okay,
dead.
well... in that case there, I'm just gonna look around.
Now, you're not too sure how long the phone may have been dead, because you did state earlier you were taking pictures with your phone, correct?
Yeah. So I would have been... I was mostly trying to take pictures, like, in windows, in towards the house, to just see if I could,
Yeah.
see.
Were you actually focusing, or you were just taking pictures as you went by to check later?
I was letting the autofocus work, so whatever the autofocus
Gotcha.
focused on.
What I'm saying is you weren't paying too much attention. You were just clicking as you were moving, meaning if it suddenly died on you, you might have been just tapping your screen, not realizing that the pictures were not being taken after a certain point.
I don't think I would have been just tapping, because
Okay.
autofocus is not fast on my phone.
Then,
Like,
in
it's
that case, you would have noticed before you went to use the light that suddenly your phone died as you got closer to the back of the house.
not... Okay. Shit. My phone in my pocket. Or actually in my bag. And I just continue to look around. Still narrating everything to my voice recorder.
You got it.
I need to roll a notice, I suspect.
Yep. Oh, yep. Thing is, the number's not as hard because each piece has got a circle of blood that poured from it.
Well, I didn't do great, but I'm going to use a
You
beanie.
see big pieces. Big pieces are good. Oh, beanie. Much better. You find all the big pieces. There are fragments, smaller fragments, but you don't know what you need. You don't even know if this is going to work, but you can...
With the pieces that I find, I start trying to
Yep.
put it back together. I know it's supposed to say Tom, so...
Yep. William, you're now in the room. There's a slight chill to the room. Maybe the heating hasn't been on, and it is getting close to night. It is the fall.
And
So
the window's
wearing
been
a
open.
black turtleneck sweater with a skull cap and gloves, and
Yep.
I'm decked out.
You feel cold.
I should not be cold.
You've never been in Canada. That's
or even Wisconsin.
Okay,
I
I
don't know
live
what
in
you're
places where I can wear tank tops when it's -5 degrees outside. I don't want to hear that in a turtleneck I wouldn't be fine.
I mean, this last week in Wisconsin, you wouldn't have been fine.
So, yep.
I don't know. Notice? Seems appropriate.
Well, yep. Notice would work.
I'm not sure I need the notice check, but you know.
No, well, notice check's good. All right. Yep. Okay. I'm just thinking a few things, but no. With your notice check, everything seems to be as you left it. Since you went through everything, the drawer is still, a slight bit off. That you couldn't close it properly, and it's still a slight bit off. No one else has been through here, as far as you can tell, in the last couple hours.
I went through there after he did, though.
So you're telling me that Lugnut
Oh yeah.
put it back exactly the way he found it?
In that case, yeah, that's right. I just forgot. So yeah, it's a skew. Never mind. You didn't realize, but then you realized Lugnut was in here too. Yeah, my bad. I was going to say the room hasn't been changed since. Well, Lugnut apparently was the last through there, but yeah.
Okay.
There was one other person that went up into the room too, if you remember right.
Oh yes.
Veronica had gone.
Veronica
So
too.
I'm
She
gonna-
was beelining right towards the closet.
it would have been back to what Lugnut had.
Yeah.
To what
I
he
went
left.
through everything.
And still didn't find what he was looking for.
So-
Found everything else.
I know where it is now.
So, so William, all you have to do is get on your hands and knees and go under the bed that's got absolutely no lighting underneath it, and it's really dark under there and cold. And grab the item.
Well, when you put it like that, I'm going to put it on my night vision goggles that are passive, so they
Because we all know
work.
how well they work.
Oh, but I don't need to see what's under the bed if I can shoot the thing underneath the bed that I need to shoot.
I was like,
No one said I had to get under the bed.
we just have this picture. He's looking under the bed with the goggles, right? All right. He sees where the item is. Then the camera pans away,
Pans out.
and you got this like horrific, like Japanese style, huge teeth demon girl, kind of this little girl with the black hair looking right at him. People in the audience go, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And he's like, oh, there it is. If I just get the gun. The gun's going, It's like- now it turned into a scary movie. I'm sorry, Aaron. All right. So, your night vision goggles do not seem to be working. The power's out on them. They seem to be dead.
They're passive. They're not powered, they're passive.
How does one do night vision
How do
without
you do passive
power?
night vision?
They're in the book.
Oh, they still require power. Because non-passive night vision actually uses infrared light. And you're looking at the light being
Okay.
projected from those ones. That basically it's in this, or I don't know if it's infrared. I know it uses a certain spectrum of light that the goggles see, but no one else does. That's the active one. The passive one, it's all in the stuff that's altering. It's like a cat's eye. That night vision, and that's also if you ever see the movies, and sometimes, well, if they're doing it right, you've got the kind of just one that looks like somebody's flashing a flashlight at them, but it's all green. That's the active night vision. The passive night vision is a little bit more like shapes and all that kind of stuff. Like you don't see the circle of light and where it seems to fade off. So that's what you got for the two. The passive is more modern than the active. I mean, yeah. So in other words, it's still electronics, but so because the other thing is, if anyone else has the same goggles on, they can see the light projecting from your head, and that was the downside.
Right.
It'd be like us seeing a person with a torch. You basically there's a torch out there that we're seeing, but it's another set of. So it's a dark bed. Goggles aren't working right now. Just reach in, grab it. It's under the bed.
Yep.
Which hand, left or right?
Right.
Right hand? And you're right-handed, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you stick it in there, and when you put it in, it's almost like putting your hand into a freezer. Like literally, you feel all the hairs on your hand standing up as you're reaching underneath the bed. Can't seem to feel like you're gonna have to reach in so you get your shoulder in there and your head under the bed a little bit. It is a nice old wooden 4-poster bed that probably weighs a lot. Just reach underneath.
There are other ways to get things underneath.
Veronica? No, that's Ellie sitting in the seat watching the horror movie, watching Vit do this, going, "No, don't do this, no."
100% what that is.
Just get something and throw it.
Don't do that, no. You got coaching going.
It's fine. We have a system that makes it so making characters is really easy.
Yes, it is. The terror is real.
This is
Nope,
just
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yep.
I immediately back out. Not doing it.
and then you just hear in the wind, pussy.
All right then.
No, that was Lug Nut, not the DM. That was not said.
So, I've been through this place before. Is there any
You look around?
long objects? Well, I mean, I would have noticed earlier.
Yep. Well, with that notice
I mean,
check,
there's
yes.
an entire walk-in closet.
There's a walk-in closet. I was about to say walk-in closet, coat hangers. You can even get a wire. No, there's no wire here for that. These are the fancy. Actually, you'd have to rip off the fancy, but there's still the wire underneath. So you could break off and do a wire hook. That's a quick thing.
Doing that.
You got apparently there's some umbrellas stored here, so that's even better.
All right, I'm doing that. Yep.
All right, so you're using the umbrella.
Yep.
All right. So you stick the umbrella under the bed.
Yep.
Alrighty. As you start pushing in there, you feel a bit of resistance.
Erica, I'm here for you, for Christ's sake. The least you could do is help me out here.
Mm-hmm. Did you get resistance? It feels like the umbrella is piercing through something, and then you hear a slight kind of sound, and this kind of meaty sound from underneath as you're pushing the umbrella more forward. I thought this was a good hiding spot.
So what were the police fighting?
Well, it's all quiet downstairs now. Not a gunshot. There's not even, anything. It's just deadly quiet down below. So, besides the resistance to the umbrella, smarts check. Target number 6, because you're under duress. Oh, look at that. Exploding dice. Elementary, my dear Watson. You're not pushing into flesh. The thing you're going against creates illusions, which could also be audible ones as well. And it could manipulate objects, ergo telekinesis. So what you're merely feeling is probably a telekinetic push and sound effects to make this whole thing horrible. You're totally okay now. You're pissed off that this spirit's trying to take advantage of your fear. So, make an agility check. +2. Exploding dice. You're able to, cricket that thing out there. Just click, tink. It just goes flying out. You just see the little thing fall out, which is kind of disturbing. Is you got this little rat skull type of thing that's got the sinew going through its eye sockets and through the head part to hold it in the middle of this little wicker ball. Boop, it's out. Hello, William?
freaking out.
I've done my job. Meanwhile, talking about freaking out, Veronica, you are putting the pieces, you're getting the pieces, you're putting this thing together, and a piece is missing. You notice it's in the pool, but you had the piece there. It looks like it might have slipped and fallen back in the pool again. I mean, the hot tub, I should say. There's no water in the hot tub. It's just, you know. Pardon?
I go to retrieve it.
Yep, you go to retrieve it, get it back up. Another piece is missing. You just see it's skittered over to the other side of the thing there, closer to the pool.
What's going on? What else do I see around me? Is there anything?
There is the lawn chair that's still stained with the blood of Ms. Carson. No, Mrs. Yeah, Mrs. Carson. And that's about it. Oh, there's also a little side table thing where a drink probably was and all that. The glass is probably still there. It's got dust and fingerprint. Actually, no, the glass was being bagged and taken. So, no, there's this little side table where the glass was sitting. There is water in the actual pool itself, but not the hot tub. The hot tub was drained.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like put the piece that was missing in place. There's only still one piece missing.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep an eye on that there and kind of carefully make my way to the other piece, and I'm describing what's going on.
Yep.
One of the pieces from the palm tile.
It just fell into the pool.
Just fell into the pool. Great. Don't really think I want to go swimming right now. How deep does the pool look?
Oh, this is the deep end.
So probably like 4 or 5 feet.
Yeah. Well, no.
Deep ends are typically
12.
about 9 to 12.
9 to it's about
In like an Olympic grade swimming pool, but in a personal
Have you seen the
pool,
size of this pool out here
mean,
with Greek statues? Do you think this guy went half-ass on it?
personal pool.
I mean, I know I've seen people's personal.
Is there a diving board?
Yes, there is a diving board.
Then it's 12 feet
Okay.
or deeper.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not a diver. I'm gonna go into the shed.
Okay.
And I'm going to drain the pool.
All right. Meanwhile, John and Dean, your Uber is now showing up at the estate. And you see Betty's car pulled to the side. The driver's door is open just a crack. Well, that'll be $67.42.
That's a pretty cheap Uber.
I forgot to set the meter. I'm just guessing.
What does the meter actually say? You said you didn't. You forgot to set it. What does it actually say?
What the meter actually says? It hasn't been set yet.
I don't think we owe you anything.
He looks at the guy with the shotgun. I hate my day. Bye. Get out of my car.
Stop! I mean, it's not my fault.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Get
At
out
least I
of
know
the
there's a
Thanks
Denny's
for the
nearby.
ride, man.
This has been brought
Thanks
to
for
you
the
by
ride,
Denny's. Try
Bob.
their Grand Slam. All right.
I mean, he probably didn't want to be here anyways. It's probably for the best.
So Betty's car's there. No, lug nut, man. The driver door is open a little bit. That means the door's not shut or locked. You know, anybody could just go in and steal the car. John, Dean, car.
I'm gonna go and look in the car.
All right. I need you to do a spirit check for me, please.
Spirit check.
Oh, Feld! You're in a little bit of
What
shell
is it
shock.
with the skin things today?
What?
Getting
What is it with the
clear.
skin things today?
You're just noticing them more. Yeah. It was funny. I had a friend that really liked Marilyn Manson music, right? I don't mind it. But every time he came over to my house and I had my iTunes on shuffle, it would play the most Manson ever on random shuffle. And then when he's not around, I rarely hear like one or two songs. Seriously. So yes, we'll put it at that. So yeah, Lugna, sorry, William. Sorry, I'll get there. John, you failed, my friend. So you're a little shell-shocked. You are shaken. You have got the shaken condition, but technically it will fade if you're not in combat. So, you're shaken at this moment as there is somebody's body in the driver's seat. It could be Veronica or whatever. You're not too sure. There's too much blood and there's no skin or fat tissue.
Okay, Dean, I don't think you want to look in Betty's car.
I wasn't planning on doing anything with the car right now, anyways.
And I don't think we want Betty's cleaning bill for her car.
At that point, we suddenly see them kind of pausing. They're now walking away from the car in slow-mo, and you know what's going to happen. Quentin Tarantino. You got some, surf guitar playing. Okay, no, all right. So, all right, I need you to do another smarts roll, because you could be looking at the body of one of your compatriots. All right, you're still shaken. You're still a bit shaken. Dean, it's obvious that he's affected by what he's just seen here. You start to see a bit of plaid and spots of flesh off to the one side. Then you remembered the guy that was in the car had plaid. So you're a little calm. You know what I mean? Like you're a little calm. It's still a grotesque sight to see, but it's not one of the team.
Okay.
Wait, if this thing's after people that cheat, why did I come back here? God damn it!
You're part of the team.
Yes, but I'm not willing to risk my life for people I met not that long ago.
You knew John for a while.
Yeah, but if I didn't come back here, he would. That's his own decision.
Come on, Dean. Let's just go down to the house. Maybe your other car's okay and we can take that.
I mean, I don't hear the engine idling this time, so...
Says the guy a good distance from the roundabout in front of the estate.
Yes, but if there's no other noise right now...
Yeah, that's right. There's
no
other
engine
noise.
idling at all.
Yep. Alright. Meanwhile, we'll cut back to William now, with a small fetter on the ground. What do you do?
I crush it
You crush it. How do you crush it?
under my heel.
So you're not going to use an object, you're going to use your foot to step on it, left or right foot.
You know, asking these questions, whether they're necessary or not, is going to instill steel.
I know!
Instill fear.
On my right foot.
Alright. You crunch it down. Then you get a cold chill. And then it's quiet.
Still cold?
Nope. It was a passing cold.
Is it still cold under the bed?
Phone vibrates.
Who is calling? I am burgling. Who's calling me on the phone?
That's why it vibrates. I remember you said you have it set for
Right,
that.
I know. I look at it.
It's a quick text from Erica. Thanks.
What? I didn't find the earring though.
All right.
You're welcome.
You're not even texting it. You're saying it out loud.
I still didn't find any damn earrings.
At this point, ... Then you get another reply. Easier than a car horn. But I was wrong. It wasn't the earrings that was holding me imprisoned. It was that.
Imprisoned?
Yes.
Like, in a bad way?
No reply.
So,
Oh,
like,
by the way, yeah.
am I safe?
You're saying this all out?
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly. And then getting the text reply going on this way.
Right. Am I safe?
Of course, I need somewhere to stay.
You're staying in me?
Not in you, silly. This is a nice phone. Where are we going?
Okay. Where you want to go?
Where can I kill the most people at once? Let's go to a party with a lot of a rave. Lots of electronics there.
Hold on a second. Who are you bound with?
Here's the deal. After I kill 10 people, I'll let you know more. Come on, let's kill.
You know, I'm not like opposed to these sort of things, but I like to steal.
You are so
things.
wussing out. You were such a man in the chat rooms. Or was that just chat talk?
I'm a thief. I don't murder people.
You're not a good thief then.
No, that's what makes me a good thief. That I don't get caught and I don't murder people.
Sadly, there's no one here to hear your conversation right now. I know, it's like, you know. She was upset when you let Tom go and didn't seem to let her go. Fucking husband.
Your husband is Tom?
No. He's decades old. Come on.
Yep.
Apparently, from what I've Googled, we got somewhere in the warehouse district of like the old steel mill up on the side. If we could get there in about an hour if we drive fast. Don't worry. I'll make all the lights go green for you. Come on.
Why do I want the lights to be green?
So you can drive nonstop. Any cop that comes to, ooh, engine fail. Let's go.
Oh.
You're just no fun.
Yes, that's I don't have a car.
No more messages.
Huh?
No more messages. So, Veronica.
So I'm in the pool shed, draining the pool.
Yep, there's a big net in there for fishing out stuff, for leaves and all that stuff. I figured, you know, and there's a lot of the attaching rods to make it as long as you need, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I'm gonna actually grab one of the pool cleaners, pool scoops or whatever.
Grab one of the pool cleaners. Hi, I'm Dave. I'm one of the pool cleaners. Just take them off a rack in the back.
See, you said take him off a rack in the back. My mind goes somewhere else when you say you're grabbing a pool cleaner.
Oh my!
Look, I'm not Erica.
I heard that. All right, so yeah, you grab the thing and head back to get your tile piece.
Yep. And when I go out, I immediately look back at like all the little pieces.
For some reason, no one's decided to play around with the pieces anymore. If that's what was happening. You were able to put the pieces together, they're together. But it doesn't seem to... Nothing seems to happen. You got the pieces together, it just looks like it might be missing something. The tiles have the little grooves and the marks and all that stuff in there on them. And you remember what was in the grooves before. You're a smart cookie.
I do, probably.
Oh dear God.
Symbols and glyphs. There was blood. That's fine. I pull out my pocket knife.
Yep.
Little tip, and I kind of like go on the outline.
You know what it sounds like when you've got a warm Coke, and then you put ice cubes in it, and then they make that noise, that cracking of ice sound.
Mm-hmm.
You start to hear that sound as your blood drips on these tiles, and they just seem to pull closer together as this blood's just kind of pulling it, and it just snaps. And the symbol just kind of just goes a little bit warm there, and the blood just drips into the grooves.
I'm gonna need to get some bleach.
You turn around into the chest of the fleshless man. The skinless man.
Again?
The audience, that was the jump scare for the audience, okay? I gotta get some bleach. He's just standing there now with a knife. The knife's covered in blood. Then again, it's him. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's not just.
I also do
blade,
need you,
blood.
though, to do a spirit check, because that is quite unnerving. He doesn't make a noise. He's just there, you know.
What is this, the third time?
And
He's
again,
been right behind her?
Yep. And so that's why she's got a 13 exploding dice. This isn't phasing her any. Look, it got some of the audience, but it didn't get me this time, okay?
Veronica has had it up to here.
Poking him in his bloody chest, making little squelching noises. Look here, guy, I am sick and... It's just standing there. Its head kind of tilts sideways a little bit. The lidless eyes roll and look into your direction.
I'm gonna look at him and go, Tom, I've never cheated.
Still standing there with a knife, and you're alive.
Yeah. You don't want to be here.
At this point, you see its body slump and look down a little bit, as if, yes, you hit the nail. You know, he seems to slump a little bit at that comment. Meanwhile, we cut back to John and Dean. You're coming up the house. You see the cruiser parked in the area where your car was. It's parked basically when you came here and you parked by the garage. The cruiser's parked in that spot, type of thing. So the cops are here, apparently. Where are you guys heading? John, Dean.
What the?
I'm heading around the side of the building of the garage.
Are you trying to remember the name that was mentioned in your car as you were driving?
No, I know the name.
Okay.
The question I had was, what did Dean do with the iron thing?
Oh, I left it by the greenhouse.
I probably
Left the
probably
tire.
drop. I'm not gonna have took it in the car, so it's probably laying in the driveway.
Okay.
Once the cops moved it.
Alrighty. So, anyways, we'll come back to John. Dean, how are you approaching the house? Where are you going to go? If you go up on the east side of the house, you're going to have the cop crews. Maybe the cops are in the kitchen area because, you know...
I'm gonna go look for my car.
That would involve you going on the east side where the garage is. You're ready? John, are you just following suit, going bodyguard mode? Following him?
Yep.
Alrighty. You can take the shaken off now. You've had enough to regain your thoughts, type of thing. You've passed your roll in all this time, even though I haven't made your roll. Because you're not. If you were in combat, that if you have a fear attack happen in combat, then you have to get rid of your shaken, which you can do a beanie or do your roll for it, type of thing. But because you weren't in combat, you've had enough time to shake off this thing. It just gives you that freeze up for a moment. All right. So as you're coming up, cop car's just sitting there, and at this point, You notice that the nope, nothing. The cops' door is shut and the lights, going on. The cops there. You come up to the side of the house cautiously, I take it?
Yep.
Garage door is open still.
Is my car in there?
Your car's in there. Not a scratch on it.
Even the bullet holes gone?
Well, that's around the back of the car. You're going to have to check that out. No, that was the front of the car. In the hood. That's a notice check. At a quick glance. This is just like your quick glance and all that stuff. The obvious front end damage is there. Yeah, no bullet hole either.
Didn't he shoot my car?
I think so. Maybe someone was nice enough to fix it for you already.
Dude,
That's not that.
I was about to say, Dean, you'd have to replace the hood, match the paint.
That's not how quick that is. And 2, there's no damage from it ramming my other car.
Are you having this conversation out loud with 2 cops in the house, possibly?
I don't give a fuck at this point. I've been through enough shit, and my car is somehow superhuman and fixing itself.
Well,
Super automobile, not superhuman.
We can always take a closer look at your car, but I'm more curious as to, why I'm not hearing anything.
It's really quiet.
And the police are supposed to be here.
Hold on.
Well, they were just the relief.
Yeah, I was about to say, you probably finished your conversation, William, about the time they've walked in. So your conversation...
Right, so read what I wrote you in Discord.
Oh, God dang it. That's under window 47 here. Give me... where's the icon for Discord? Clicky. Pop that up. And... Rhea, if you're still in channel, I just noticed your linky. That's kind of cool. Alrighty. Okay. That will be taken into fact. Okay. No response still. So.
But don't you wanna?
No response.
You're
Dean.
no fun.
No response to an egg on like that too. Dean, John, you guys move into the kitchen, or what you doing now? Because the cops most likely.
I want to check the cop car.
Check the cop car.
See if it's unlocked.
You got it. Yes, the cop car is unlocked.
Did they leave the keys up in the visor like people do?
No, police officers do not leave the keys to their cruiser in the top sun visor.
Did you leave it in the ignition?
No, not in the ignition.
Under the seat?
No! Wait a second. Did he throw it under the rear right tire? Poop,
Is there an extra key in a wheel well?
Stop it.
There's no keys in the cop car.
Correct.
Right.
Can I flip the switch to see if the lights work? And the siren?
Really? Dude,
It's super quiet. I want to make sure noise can happen.
Right, because you're not making noise now.
For the record, there was no lights on in the house, and there was no glow of light coming from the kitchen. Well, being in the garage, you didn't think that odd, but as you're stepping out, the sun's going down, and there is no lights there's no lights turning on as the sun's getting lower, and the shadows are getting longer, and it's getting darker out. And with that, we turn back to Veronica and the skinless man.
I look at him and go, "You want to be with Eleanor? Have an idea." with my pocket knife, I check to see, can I, like, make additional markings in the tile?
Sure. Witchcraft 101. Go for it.
Well, I wouldn't say witchcraft. I'm going to carve a heart around the name Tom and add the name Eleanor in it. So it's Tom and Eleanor.
That's a lot of work for a broken tie, for a small, the tree type.
Why is there a possessed, horrific serial killer in my car?
Well, we wanted... Oops, I hit the elite intro. No. Here we go. All right. So you do start doing the heart thingy?
Yep. Gonna do a heart and write Eleanor.
All right. As you start doing that little chiseling and all that stuff, you suddenly hear this sickly, kind of sinewy sound of a cracking bone as you start doing that from behind you.
I look
and kind
back.
of a release of air.
I look back at the
He just seems
Tom?
to... The muscles have contracted and pulled back on his face more. He looks like he's grimacing, which is very easy for a person without lips to pull off.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me more than that there, buddy. I can't really read ya.
Gets his knife and just sticks it in his chest. Then he pulls the knife out.
Yeah, I know. Stabbing you with a knife not gonna help.
All right, William, what about you? Do you head downstairs? What are you going to do now? It's definitely a strong, coppery kind of smell rising from the kitchen area.
Oh, I'm shocked. All the police are dead in the kitchen area. I mean, I might as well go and see what's going on. I guess.
All right.
Since someone's not talking to me.
Alrighty. You see a spirit check.
It's amazing. Nope.
You're shaking.
Nope.
Nope. Ah, beanie. And that's your last beanie for the night. You control it. Alright. You see that there is a flayed body just on the ground where it fell in the kitchen. Yet...
Oh, Tom has been here.
Yet you see the other cop's body riddled with knives and any sharp object in the kitchen, as if they all flew at him at once.
Erica.
But for some reason, Tom didn't touch the cop.
Because that cop didn't cheat. In any fashion of the word.
And so, and besides, so basically it looks like, yes, that's happened now in the kitchen area. And Veronica, what do you do as we're rounding up to the evening here?
How much have I progressed with my particularly...
Oh, you just started on it when you heard the noises and you wanted to check. You think you might hear more of those noises as you continue, or if you continue is up to you.
I kind of look at him. I go to continue. I go, thumbs up, keep going, thumbs down. No.
You actually get a shrug.
Then I keep going.
You keep
I'm
going.
like, look, I am new to this. This is what I'm trying.
And as we wind up for tonight's episode, we're going to be working on the experience, by the way, guys. And before next Tuesday, I would like to do an off session to help your experience points, so you can just do some leveling for your characters. Veronica, please step away from the ritual stone, and you're the cocking of a camera on a gun. Let me introduce myself. I'm Daniel. And he's got a large caliber pistol pointed at you he's standing north of you on the other side of the empty hot tub, pointing a gun at you with a nice long trench coat, fedora hat, 8 o'clock shadow, brown hair, kind of loose business type of cut, and he's pointing a very large weapon that triangles a little bit at the top and round on the bottom of it, the pistol, and it's very long.
Peeking up underneath my nice hat and turning around, I go, Mr. Grouper.
And we will cut it right there. Thank you very much, everybody. This is the second part of the case of the Carson murders. I haven't labeled these because I don't know how many parts this is going to entail, but I got a gut feeling as a nice, beautiful supernatural 3, the third might be the final part of this chapter. So, I hope you guys see us next Tuesday when we continue, and from left to right, we have Veronica Flynn being played by Elegant Syntax, and Puma, throw another little shout out there for her. She also is a streamer, and if you don't know that, please check that out. Secondly, we have Puma, who doesn't have a Twitter account. I'm like calling out to everyone, and Puma. And he has played John Earp, the bodyguard, ex-bodyguard. And then William Scott is played by Vitrabbit. And then last we have Lugnut playing Dean Luxford. I hope you guys have enjoyed tonight's session and hope to see you next week. And hopefully we will also be seeing the return of our Saturday D&D, the last chapter, coming up this Saturday. Hold on a second. When is Valentine's Day? Not this Saturday.
Middle of the week.
In a week.
It's next Thursday.
It's next Thursday? See, I totally pay attention to that. So, that being said, hopefully we'll have a couple of sessions happening this week, and I should be streaming in the next couple of days as well. Take care, everyone, and I will see you soon.